All right, Gary. Before we get into anything, before I introduce my boy back into the podcast world,
let's hear how
I want to hear how wrong I was last time we were here.
Yeah. So the Saint has returned to save all your fucking asses from terrible wrestling takes.
The very lackluster, woo from the crowd here.
Yeah. Let's go.
The crowd is literally plaster.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so I actually haven't read these in the past couple of weeks, so a few things may have changed.
Don't believe it.
What's the takes what were the takes? You wrote them down?
Oh, fuck, of course I did. I listened to the podcast twice just so I could write them down.
Very Chris Jericho.
He's a fan.
You motherfuckers were all up in the Ezekiel bullshit. And then you go out and try to claim that it was stupid. Fuck you both. I was the one who was talking about how dumb it was.
Yeah, it got tiring after a while. For Kevin
After
Owens.
a while, it was tiring after the second week.
For Kevin Owens. I don't like it being fed to Kevin Owens.
I liked it probably a little longer than I should have.
Yeah, you both did.
I mean, I liked it for
And then
a
last
week.
week you guys were shitting all over it.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Next, let's talk about how Stephanie even said that Vince has the business still in mind.
No, he doesn't.
Mind? That is Stephanie's words.
In mind.
Yeah.
God, Gary, I'm just going to play the smallest violin while you just bitch and complain about how you were just upset about how right we were and how wrong you were.
Oh, I have a lot to go. You are wrong about a lot of things.
We've only got a short...
My point being, this past Monday's episode kind of shows that Vince might still have some control. Get there, guys.
No. Monday was fire up until the main event.
Monday was boring as fuck.
No. So I understand where you're going with the main event thing, but did you get the little...
I watched every bit of it.
Discreet of it where it wasn't...
I don't know if that was the point.
Legal person. Yes, of course that was the point.
Yeah, no, I gotta agree with that.
Of course it was the point.
I thought that was
might be what they go in the future.
Triple H is actually introducing fucking storylines that maybe not make sense, but it's the attention to detail is what has been missing.
We'll cover that in a second.
Okay.
All right, but you're wrong.
Okay.
By the way, just because he talked, the Caucasian with the very light-skinned voice, the sexy light-skinned voice that's talking, that's my boy Dennis.
Ooh.
The real ones know. If you know, you know. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks. So you guys were right. I will say. Creative has been given back, which has shown with the promos.
Yes.
So it does feel natural again. So I'll give them that.
I told you. I warned everybody. I'm warning everybody now. I am literally sucking Seth Rollins off for that promo on Monday for like 15 minutes.
More than his promo.
Wow,
I mean, Riddle's promo was great. Like
the whole segment.
That whole segment was fire.
And the fact that the parking lot got brought up to the main roster now. So
yeah,
they literally brought that shit from NXT.
Yeah. Yo. Oh shit.
So again, where you're wrong, WWE did not need to go to an international fucking level. They were already at a fucking international level. If you've ever seen any of the WrestleManias, Smack, how many people were at the WrestleMania that you were at?
That I was at? I think it was like 80,000.
Right. But how many of them?
85,000?
We were talking international, like now they're doing pay-per-views or premium live events.
So the last pay-per-view they did in England was Rebellion. It was like 2003 or 4. So, but it's been like 20 years.
And that was the one with the fucking
with Brock,
the plane ride, right, from hell.
No, that was way back.
Plane ride from hell was something else. I think
it was 2000s though, but
it was around that time frame. Yeah.
What Vince did was basically bastardize wrestling. He took away all the things that made it fucking fun, and decided to just make it so it was family friendly. How many of us got into fucking wrestling because it was fucking family friendly? This podcast isn't fucking
family friendly aspect of what Vince did, what we were saying, and now that we have my boy Dennis here, so he can co-sign or not. I was saying that what Vince did brought it to the level that it is now globally, and now we can get back to
giving the nerds what they want,
what we're getting back. Now that we have everybody in,
we're getting good wrestling, we're getting good storylines, we're getting that attention to detail that Vince has been missing for 15
You were stuck
years.
on this pin thing?
What pin thing? No, but it's other stuff. It's the Dexter Lumis stuff. There's
bro, they're not going to ignore
so
that.
many
the whole
other
internet's
stuff.
talking about that right now. They're not ignoring
It's like you not hearing Cody's massive pop when he got into WrestleMania this year.
Not massive.
Your eyes need checking. Do you need to get new glasses? Here, I've just found a pair. Here you go.
Maybe if you took off the mask for a
it
second,
rose
you
from
would
the
be able
dead
to
like
hear
Taken.
No, I can't do
that
that.
it was not that good.
Contractually obligated to keep it on.
That's actually smart for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Anyways, Roman Reigns became stale a long time ago. I don't know why you guys think it just started.
Damn it.
2 years?
Damn it.
2 fucking years?
I will not take Roman Reigns slander on this show right now.
Oh, there's going to be a lot
I
of
won't.
it. There's going to be a lot of it.
I won't.
Because guess what?
What is he doing wrong?
Not showing up. He sucks at promos. He is
He
terrible.
shows up more than a part-time champion.
He
which
is a part-time champion. When was the last time he fucking
Gary,
wrestled?
I will say this.
Gary, hold on. Wait, Gary, did this promo not get like 2 million views on fucking YouTube?
You know what else did? Kurt Angle's fucking return in that awful Edge segment. So
Kurt Angle's return was trash.
right.
Yeah.
So viewership doesn't matter there. That's what I just proved. Thank you guys.
No, you're just wrong.
Go fuck
That's fine.
yourself.
All right.
Next. I have so many.
So I think there was a point about
Yeah,
Roman.
my
there
boy
there
was
a
gonna
point
say
about
something.
No,
Roman.
I kind of want him to keep on going.
Oh, okay, all right.
This is great.
Let's see. So
Ooh.
WWE hasn't had a good storyline in some time.
Who?
Which is WWE. But AEW feels like their storylines come natural.
Yeah, and fucking grass is green, Gary. No shit, they haven't had a good storyline. That we've been saying that.
No, your take last week
Rollins,
was that,
all right.
that was that you think WWE has better storylines.
Yes,
They
way
do.
so much better.
We just said
much
WWE
better.
hasn't had a good
They
storyline.
do right now. Yeah.
right now, as we speak, they have better storylines. Yes.
No, they
At
don't.
this
Yeah.
moment,
Oh
yes,
my
they
God.
do.
Yes, they
What's
do.
the storyline that you're enjoying in WWE?
Riddle.
Rollins,
Rollins.
Riddle.
Yeah, Rollins,
Yeah.
Riddle.
Off the rip.
Yeah.
Off
Cool.
top. Yeah, absolutely.
Continue.
Hold on. I haven't
Anything
watched it.
Roman's involved in.
Roman,
Anything
yeah.
Roman is involved
He
in.
got you guys in.
Yeah, I really have like.
And no,
the-
Wow,
anything-
that was
I mean,
terrible, guys.
No.
So
Let
for
name
me-
them all. Rollins, Riddle, anything Roman is involved in.
Sammy has been on fire lately. Kevin Owens
The,
coming
Sam, the
back.
Sammy and
There you
Bloodline
go.
thing is
They
amazing.
got
It
it.
is.
They
Kevin
got it.
Owens.
Kevin Owens, Dexter Loomis.
Dexter Loomis. Johnny
We
Gargano's
want to know
back
what the
now.
fuck happened to the Miz. He's a thug. He's not
Yeah.
snitching.
Yeah.
So in the past 2 weeks,
That's
those are
what
the
we're
storylines.
saying. They're
In
better.
just the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
Right. I took these notes before the past 2 weeks, you idiots.
What are you talking?
All right, so what? So you're gonna admit now that since then they
It's
have,
gotten a little better, yeah.
no, it's gotten a lot better.
gotten a
Much
little
better.
better.
Much.
And
Much.
it's long-term storytelling that they're doing.
it.
It's gotten a little better.
AEW is not good at
mean-
long-term storytelling.
That is
Well-
what they excel at.
I will push back there.
No, I don't know, man.
They're not. They don't have the.
The only thing that I think they potentially have is whatever's brewing with MJF, which we'll get to later. Bro.
So I'm going to skip my next point then.
No, go ahead. I want to keep hearing them.
Oh, because
Let me
he
continue
was
to
mad about our point last time about how MJF was gonna, and now my point kind of makes more sense of how he might show up at the end of Go on, sorry.
I should have numbered these.
2, 1.
By the way, no one's taking the best friend seriously, which is a good thing because they got eliminated in the tag match.
No, they didn't.
No, they're facing.
They're facing Dark Order.
What? No.
You're talking about Death Triangle.
No, I'm talking about the best friends.
No, you're not.
The best friends are facing the Dark Order
Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
There's probably
I thought
spoilers out there, but we don't do those.
Yeah, we don't do those.
No, I thought it was someone else. Whatever.
Nope,
anyway,
you're wrong. You're wrong.
no one takes them seriously because they suck.
That's your. Oh, they do not suck.
They're the 3MB of AEW.
Orange Cassidy is the biggest draw
But
in that company.
But you do know that the Dark Order is going to win, so that we can.
Because Hangman, yes, yeah, of course, yeah, that's fine, yeah.
But you got to give that to the elite.
No, exactly, and that's really what I wanted. Because at first I wanted best friends because I didn't know Hangman was going to be in.
You a big
involved.
AEW guy, then?
No, we
we
talked
were
about
talking
this
about
in
it
the
Okay.
in the parking lot. I'm more I keep up with them. I follow them, on social and stuff like that. But as far as like getting into the storylines,
Right.
No.
So you would agree then?
Yeah, that was.
I mean,
that was my later point.
I'm not gonna lie.
Which
yeah,
they did have 2 points that are different.
Kinda
My later
tough.
point was there's no sense in people not watching AEW if they're watching WWE and trashing on the wrestling there. Like, go watch AEW if that's what you want. If you want great matches, AEW has given you so many 5-star matches this
They
year
will
alone.
always have better matches. I don't think they'll ever not have better matches. However, WWE is getting good at both right now, week by
Yeah,
week.
That is
I
true.
see
So they're
me-
catching up to
And they
AEW.
They're
tweeted
catching.
wrestling today.
Great.
They did.
I love that you're getting so excited about
They
tweets.
tweeted wrestling.
I think the fans though who trash AEW for the sake of WWE are stupid.
Nah, you shouldn't.
Yeah,
No,
because I mean,
just
if
fucking
it
enjoy
wasn't,
wrestling.
if it's not for AEW and their rise,
we would not have what
we would not have the competition.
No,
is
that's
good.
push. Exactly.
Competition
And we
is
talked
very,
about,
very
we
good,
talked
yeah.
about this. I've talked about this with you guys before we did the podcast.
Yeah.
That's AEW. I think the main reason why any smart wrestling fan got excited over AEW is so that something big like that can push
Let it fire.
WWE.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think now they're feeling it. I think now they see that WWE is starting to catch on, and they're like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I saw the card for Sunday, and I was like, well, there was some matches at the end where I was like, okay, we'll see. But a lot of it gave me WCW vibes a little bit, and I'm not.
Yeah, like
and
it's
I'm not-
stacked, but there's also some matches.
Yeah, it's
that,
like, Jericho and Daniel Bryan again. All right, well, Bryan Danielson. Excuse me.
Yeah,
it's like Punk
what?
Mox.
I'm gonna push back and say I'm actually very excited about that match.
It should be a great match. Absolutely.
Because it's for the
yeah,
soul.
Jericho's been in better shape. If
that's
it
true,
was
yeah.
Jericho like a year ago,
Yeah, I would say
I
Matt.
don't
I would
know,
say
but
Matt. Yeah.
he's cut up. He's definitely doing something differently.
I just don't think Brian
He's
can.
not touring.
I think
right?
he's about to go. He actually just canceled
That's
a few
what
dates.
happened though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep,
he's
that-
not
you're
touring.
totally right.
Yeah,
Once he comes back from this tour in 3 months,
yeah.
like
Them motherfuckers just drink, pop pills, whatever, and that's what
eat
happens.
shit.
I just don't. I don't think Brian can have a bad match right now.
No.
I don't think it's possible.
No. I mean, he had a great match with Jake Hager.
Jake Hager?
Whatever. I don't care.
He did. You're right. He did. It was a good match.
And if there's any veteran in there's a lot. You know what? AEW's got a lot of these. If there's any veteran in AEW, I was gonna say that can take Bryan Danielson's best self, his hard hitting self, is Jericho,
yeah, 100%.
like an ex WWE guy.
Yeah.
Right.
To my next point. Not everyone deflates fucking balls, you guys. You guys are idiots.
I mean, have you
In
been
fact,
in,
no one does.
have you been in Jimmy's trunk? Nothing but balls, deflated.
That's true. Yeah, there's deflated.
It's weird,
God.
but they're there.
Tom Brady.
Hey,
Tom Brady didn't. You know what it is? Have you ever left a ball out in the fucking cold?
Oh, don't give me the ideal gas law. As a Patriots fan, please don't do this. It's a wrestling podcast. We save that for another day.
Yeah, it's semantics.
They talked about it 2 weeks ago. I don't even know
do
why
this.
you guys talked about it.
It's not
There
do
was,
this.
there was a
Because-
point that we were making.
Because we were comparing athletes from like basketball, or I mean athletes in general, to the wrestlers. How you compared someone to Derrick Rose, and I forgot who it was, but it was
Chicago's own Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
He's from Chicago.
Yep.
Sure.
And that's from
played,
Chicago.
Played
He
for
played in
Chicago.
Chicago.
I don't know if
Or
he's
he
from.
played-
Nah, he might be.
He played-
He might be.
He might
yeah.
be from Chicago.
I can
Something
fact
like
check
that.
one.
I don't know.
Yeah, double check.
We have
that real quick.
smartphones.
I said that CM Punk. How'd you feel about that statement?
Is Derrick Rose?
CM Punk is probably the. If
We'll
he
get
gets
there.
injured one more
Oh,
time, that's
right.
solid.
That's what you call it. It was CM Punk. You're right.
Why,
Yeah.
why would that be solid? You're making it sound like Punk is made of glass.
He is from Chicago. Yes. Born from Chicago.
He got injured once.
You at the very least you're a WWE guy. You know how many times he got injured in WWE.
It was a lot.
So all the people who don't wrestle safe like Miz are made of glass?
That's not my point. I'm saying that. So I'm saying CM Punk is a great.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose is a great. They just
Yeah.
get injured often.
It's like bad luck, bro.
No,
That's all.
Right. Right.
That's all it is. I'm not taking
Just-
anything away
just
from him.
because
You know, I'm a
Derrick Rose-
huge CM Punk fan,
Yeah.
and I'm a huge Derrick Rose fan.
Let me get to that point. This is in chronological
All right,
order.
go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
All right.
I
He's
love
just
this.
mad that we're pointing out that he's wrong about us being wrong. That's fine. Go on.
No, you're wrong about me being wrong about you being wrong.
Who's on first?
So, So I love that you guys think that Punk should just be like putting everyone over, and yet you guys want the actual board. You guys are fucking
I'm
complaining.
gonna walk out. This is ridiculous.
You
I
guys
didn't
are
say that.
Yes, you did. You guys were talking about how Punk should be putting everyone over, and
No,
that's
we
why he
brought
can't-
up. You're confused. We brought up Coog's tweet.
Yes.
right.
Coog said that he should be putting guys over,
And you said
we said that was
Punk
bullshit.
said originally when he came in that he came in to put guys over, blah 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 blah.
Because he said
we were
that.
quoting Coog's
Right.
tweet.
Yes.
And yet you guys want the board of AEW to win the inaugural trios titles.
They're not the board anymore. They got
They're
rid of
still the board.
They got rid of the EVP stuff.
They're still
So what? They
On the
went.
board.
It would be more nepotism if they won the
They
inaugural tag
should be
titles.
the inaugural. They should.
Why?
Be.
They should be.
It's not like Punk's winning the inaugural AEW World Title,
Right.
no.
And we make the point that he should have it before he's absolutely done. Which I think, if this storyline is not just a storyline,
You
it's
think it
true.
might be more?
I think, huh?
You think it
We'll get to that
okay,
part. We'll get to that
okay.
part.
All
But
right. All right.
they should win the inaugural trios titles.
I
They didn't
agree.
win.
Yeah.
They didn't win the inaugural tag team titles. So
They
give
shouldn't
them
win
the-
any of them.
Why?
Bro, they're the fuck.
Why not?
They created trio. They
Because they created it.
okay. So give it to them first.
Yeah. Doesn't mean they have to have a
They'll
long
put
run.
a
That's
tri-
so
they'll put
fucked
a
up.
trio, They'll
How is
put a
that fucked up?
trios group over whenever that trio, whatever next trios is next.
How
they're
much
putting
more
them
would that
over.
do for an actual?
The entire trios bracket was 8 teams, Gary. It wasn't that many.
Right. And literally 6 other ones should have won it instead of them.
Six other
Well, no one.
ones?
They haven't
Yeah.
won it yet. I
It's not going to the fucking Dark Order.
well with
It
Hangman, it
definitely
might.
isn't. No.
So real quick, because I'm just putting 2 and 2 together here. So the AEW has a trio tag
Yes.
title thing going
yes, as they should too.
on. Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of
They have a lot of
people actually started
factions,
complaining.
Yeah.
People, not complaining, but people started noticing like, yo, they have a lot of trios teams. I think AEW did was like, you know what, we're gonna be the first to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Ring of
one.
Honor
That's
was the
another
first.
reason why too. If I was as a fan, kind of like re-entering into wrestling and stuff like that. One thing that was kind of a turn off for me with AEW was how many factions there was to like who's this guy in the corner over there during this promo? Who's that guy? It was like, let me see some of the individual guys.
But-
That's another reason why I kind of stayed away from it in the beginning. Was just like, it's too much going on here. Let me see the Kenny Omega stuff in the beginning. I was all over. Love Kenny Omega, man. I could watch that dude all day.
Hell yeah.
Give me Reigns Omega at some point in my life. At some point in my life.
You wanna watch-
Give
you
me
wanna-
Reigns.
One could dream.
You want to watch a good match, Gary? For the love of Christ,
damn,
You want to watch a
They
good
talk
match?
about each other too.
They do. Yeah.
What were you gonna recommend? To
Last night's match against Osprey and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Long time
yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
I feel like it
Yeah.
should have been on the.
I got it recorded too. I should watch it.
I wish the pay per view was, but they want to do the Hangman.
They want to do the
and Kenny
Hangman stuff, right? Which I get.
But I think
Let's not get ourselves and not think that
I think-
Osprey is coming back for this pay per
I
view.
think
no, he's
Will,
he's done.
I think Will
Is he?
Ospreay.
That's what he said.
I know.
Oh,
That's why I think he's coming back.
I
If he
think
didn't say
Will
anything. I think
Ospreay
he would
should
have
have been in that. They should have set up that bracket another way.
Yeah,
Well-
I think that should have been the main event.
Are you alluding to how Don Callis kind of went into his dressing room on Wednesday?
No, I'm alluding to his tweet about like, I'm done right now. Thank you for the time. Because I don't think it's actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you watch Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson in New York?
No. I
That's
think
a
I think I
favor.
missed
Watch
out
that
on
match.
that. I saw the
I think it's on YouTube and it's an hour long, but it's crazy.
I saw the Moxley match. I know I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the barbed wire match.
Oh,
Yeah. I saw that match. Jesus, yeah.
So you've seen the bad AEW matches.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I mean,
why.
well, so
I
that's
mean-
the thing too, right? It's like most things, it's subjective or how you see it.
Just because
in
it had
times
a
like
bad explosion at the end doesn't mean it was horrible. It was a letdown.
It was just the ending.
It was
a letdown.
The entire match wasn't great.
I mean,
That was the most hype match I can remember in years.
Yeah.
And it was still
But
was
I
not.
think the ending was just the only thing with that one. You have anything else on your little
I have
fucking
a
list?
lot.
yeah, come on,
guys.
we
I have a
got
lot.
to
Oh,
podcast
God.
it. We got a podcast to get to.
Hold
Gary.
on. All right.
Give me
all
the
right.
fucking cliff notes like I'm a
So I never
third-grade
said that
idiot.
TNA was watchable during the time.
Yes.
So doing that, no.
Get the fuck out
Nope.
of here! I wish I had that button on this one. I'm about to switch it to the take as needed one.
Can I finish?
No.
I never said it was watchable during that time. I said I was watching it for the podcast.
I wish.
And
I'm
for
gonna
Angle.
I'm gonna dig for those.
We got
podcasts.
to.
You should.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
You should.
Archives.
Yeah. No, it was it was good during the 2004 2000.
If you followed our other podcast
11?
in 2014, you know what's up.
Yeah,
Main
yeah.
event?
No, it was.
Yeah, I feel like I should go back.
Kurt
and
Angle
listen to
was
those.
fun then, but that's about it.
Well, that's
Hurricane Ghoul.
Kirk Angle, man.
No,
Love it.
I gotta touch on that on Monday night. I have to touch on Monday night, man. 'cause
Go ahead.
Oh, we will.
You go with your.
No, let him go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the comparison of NFL players, Tom Brady is Y2J, Chris Jericho, all the fucking way. He is the GOAT. He has carried the fucking organization on his back single-handedly multiple times.
And he moved to Tampa.
He's done it on his own.
Nah, Kenny Omega
yep.
still. I stand by.
He has
that statement.
longevity.
I stand by the statement of Kenny Omega.
I mean, Kenny held together
held-
AEW and New Japan.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, and
But he hasn't brought millions of fans to a. Nope.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
When
about
I
that.
went to Arthur Ashe Stadium, and I'm gonna pull a
is
Scotty
a
here.
fun-
Yeah.
Wait, Jimmy, where were
Why
you?
is it the
Were you-
WrestleMania
where
I
was-
went to sucked? I mean, you never get to
Last
reference that.
year in September or October, whenever it was, they're doing another one this year. I might go to that one too.
Yeah.
I was at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens.
Ooh, describe it to me.
I would never be in the vicinity
What's it
of
smell like?
Citi Field,
What's it smell like? Tell me the smell.
but Kenny Omega was present. And he had, if you remember, one of the greatest fucking matches anyone's ever witnessed with Bryan Danielson for an hour.
He fucking sure did.
It's okay.
And they were this is a
get out.
stadium. This is a stadium.
Good Lord.
It's okay.
80% of people in that stadium were wearing Kenny Omega shirts.
Okay. What's your point?
That's it. It's equivalent to WWE.
like
If you
this.
go to an event, almost every single person is wearing a Roman Reigns shirt.
Right, because most of the audience in WE events are fucking children.
Bro, it's not children. It's not children.
It's-
I'm seeing grown ass fucking
It's the easy fucking.
Gary. Let me
It's
break
the
it down to you.
idiots-
Let me break it down to you.
Let
like
me break
this.
it down to you like
No,
this.
no.
Oh, no, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You've been talking this whole time, but I'm gonna let you
I think
rock.
I think I
You
gave
guys have been
Gary some
talking
of
for
that
the
good
past
stuff
fucking 2
before
weeks
here,
without
bro.
me.
That's true.
It was
go ahead,
1
go
week.
ahead.
It was 2 weeks ago, but it was 1
Go
week.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, ready? So, WE is like iPhones, right? They're easy to consume. They
Coming
are
from the only fucking
easily
Android in
marketable.
the goddamn room.
Yep.
For the love of Christ.
AEW
Go on.
is
Go on.
like having droids. Like they are superior in every fucking way. However, because you weren't like slipped and plugged into it immediately, you just don't adapt.
Did you fall on your head during these past 2 weeks? What happened to you?
Did your mask get tighter?
A little
'Cause
bit.
it's cutting off circulation to your brain.
No. I've always been into that, so it's fine.
You want me to tell you something?
Tell him.
Wrestling shows, WWE shows, which are also wrestling shows,
Wrestling.
now,
Wrestling.
right? They have a shit ton of kids, and parents bring those kids, right? They don't come by themselves.
It's true.
The parents of these kids also
Are the
had
ones drinking
Roman
in the back.
Reigns shirts, drinking a beer. They spent 45 or whatever the fuck it is
More.
now with
On a
inflation.
t-shirt.
It's like the moms.
with
what you're talking
inflation,
about.
right?
Kid wants a
And
foam
these are-
finger.
Yo,
Wants a popcorn.
These aren't fucking like, fucking oversized white dudes in their mom's basement. These are like
Nope.
I saw like
These are guys who are not legit fans, who don't really care about the product, who are like, oh yeah, this guy looks cool.
Boo.
These are the same people who whose favorite comic book hero is Superman.
Gary, you changed.
and there's other likable people in WWE, a lot of other likable
Hell
people,
yeah.
not just Roman. So
Hell yeah.
I'm throwing that out there.
Wait,
I
what's
agree.
Wrong, what's wrong with Superman?
See,
Got a fair point.
Dun, 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 dun.
right? Has the entrance music that's
Yeah, of
like
course.
like simple and easy to break down. All that shit. Punk's best match in the past year was the dog collar match with MJF. By the way,
You know,
his
that's
best Rampage match.
that's
was with
another match.
Kingston.
Dog collar match for me too. That's just like, go on. It's like I'm intrigued by it. Go on, and then I'm watching. I'm like, okay. It's different, but when you watch it from afar versus being like a core wrestling fan, you're like, the hell are they doing? Like, why? What's happening here?
That's fair. If I was not a wrestling fan and I saw two men in a dog collar
Or if you're
match,
trying
I'd
to
be
get
like,
back
what?
into it, right? You're
Right.
trying to get back into it. That's
Because
another
dog
match.
collar
Where it's like,
matches
what's
were
going on
prominent
here?
in WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had a few.
I feel like they did more of those.
it was few and far between.
The rope ones.
The rope ones.
Yeah,
Oh, the bull
remember the
combo.
JBL and
Yeah,
Cena one?
combo.
Yeah,
Right,
that was their
Stupid
version
ass
of it,
match.
right?
Yeah, is that the same one that they had to press the like corners of the ring?
Yes.
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 I believe
Yeah,
so.
something
Yes.
like that. Yeah.
Really dumb.
Stupid match.
What was this tattoo that you share with CM Punk, by the way? Because I couldn't tell. Oh,
Luck is for losers.
oh,
Yeah. Am I wrong about that, Gary? No.
Are you done with your list?
Yeah, I would like to talk about wrestling and not you bitch about.
We have been talking about wrestling, to be fair, but
No, that's a
you
good
know,
point.
I
Yeah,
wanna-
yes.
I
oh.
wanna know.
Last point. Both of you fuckers shouldn't complain about people being bitter about their former companies, because you both are fucking bitter as fuck about your former companies. So I don't want to hear it. So when you talk about CM Punk being bitter about WWE, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, he's got us there.
That was my
He's
last
got.
point.
I'll give him that one. I'll give him that one. I'll give him one. I'll give him one.
Change. You guys.
I'll give you the Triple H one for that one.
Is that a good one?
That's a good one. Yeah,
Ah, all right, great.
You're playing the game, man. You're playing the fucking game.
Wait, so you have like a reward system on here?
Yeah.
If you say something, it's like, oh hey, good for you, and you get a Triple A sound, a Triple
gave you-
H.
I gave
Whoa,
you-
Triple A. Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Talk
yeah,
about
yeah. No,
being
no, no,
bitter
no,
about-
no, 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 no,
Never,
no.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Triple A batteries.
Triple A
How you
batteries.
doing?
Yeah.
Those are the small ones, right?
Oh,
Ooh, that was close.
yeah. Anyways,
Or the wrestling promotion.
Anyways, hey guys, we're legit heat and we're back.
I'm Jimmy Luca.
The Scotty Mac.
Gary the Saint.
yeah, you could just call me Dennis.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy,
He
Dennis.
is that guy, just like Roman Reigns is.
You wouldn't even want to be like Dennis the Menace or something, like just throw up there.
Get out.
All right, what do we got? Let's talk about how Fire Raw was.
Woo!
Oh God.
Well, I mean, the past 2 weeks were better. I feel like I was a little let down this week.
Oh, very
The
much
past
so.
2 weeks were better. The main event of Monday, I think, is the one where I'm like,
Yeah, where I was a little shook, a little shocked, if you will. Though I do love the whole Dexter Loomis and Miz thing continuing. Like, give me another week or two of him just mind fucking Miz.
That was cool. How especially this Monday, how it went. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
that's dope. Yeah,
It
I
feels,
was
like, it feels
that.
like a horror movie. Like when
Yeah.
they did the whole, they
Yes.
showed him over Ciampa's shoulder, and then it went back. It was a
he's
totally
very.
different dude.
They're giving him very like Undertaker-esque vibes with the
Yep.
popping up and disappearing, like supernatural type shit. But also, they're making it more of like a slasher character,
100%. Yeah.
and I love it.
Yep. Sign me up.
I
Sign me
love
the
it.
fuck up
I'm
for
not
that.
gonna lie to you. You know, I keep it a buck about when I'm not hip to somebody. I'm not that hip to Dexter Loomis.
Yeah, same
I
here.
kind of don't even. I mean, I do want to look back because obviously, if this is the character he is, he's always been that character in WWE. Correct?
Yeah, so, yeah, he
NXT,
also
yeah.
he did the same thing with Austin Theory where he chloroformed them and like drug them back like backstage one time. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, in NXT.
And NXT, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Also,
you have that whole
si-
thing with what's her face, Indy.
Oh, Indy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was like a love
I like
thing.
that too. I think they actually date in real life too, and that's why they
Maybe.
just plug
Oh,
it
really?
in there.
Probably.
Yeah, they were like at a Cowboys thing together or some shit like that.
Probably. That makes
So,
sense.
I
be
like
like a-
that. I hope they plug it into a Clash somehow. Maybe
I think they will.
Does Miz have a match?
no, he doesn't.
No,
Wow.
but I think they'll find a way to.
I feel like
yeah.
the Clash
Even if it's
is
not a match, just plug something.
plug
in
something,
there,
yeah.
You know?
I feel like Clash is, I don't want to say bare bones, but because it started bare bones as far as like match wise. Because it's only, 4 or 5 matches? Because it's in the middle of the goddamn day.
Is it really?
It's in,
For
it's in
us.
England. It's for us, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's at
no.
1 o'clock.
Is it 4 or 5? Is it four matches? Sounds like not
I think
that
it's
much.
5
It's
right
5.
now.
I think it's
5,
4
5
or
or 6. Yeah.
It's short.
I'm sure they'll add fucking random ass.
Yeah,
You
that is
got
true. They could.
Reigns, McIntyre,
Yep.
Morgan, Blazer.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't think the Usos right now.
No.
No tag
The
title
women-
defense.
The women, the
You got
Judgment
the
Day.
you got the
Yep.
Yeah,
the-
Judgment Day and Edge and Ray.
yes, yep.
And then
The IC title.
Yeah,
yep,
yes,
Gunther
yes.
and Sheamus.
Yep.
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 And I think that might be it.
No. EST and
Oh, Bianca
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Oh, right.
wait. Oh,
Yeah,
the six
EST
man,
Blitz,
six
yeah,
woman. Yes, the
exactly.
six
Yep,
woman
yeah,
was.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's right.
Control.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
that's something else I can't wait for them to get over with.
What part?
What control?
No, just this little 6-man thing. Let's
Okay.
let's see Bianca get ass kicked a couple times and
Sure.
see how she defends it and stuff like that. Like I want to see Bailey get in her head again
When I see
right now.
tag
Yeah,
team
you know what I mean.
matches-
Like I enjoyed seeing that.
When I see tag team matches, I automatically think when somebody's coming back from injury, because Bianca had something going on a little bit, right?
She might have. I'm not sure. I mean, well, this would be Bailey's first match back in 2 years,
That's true too.
so that could be why too.
So we have. We'll just do this right now. Roman versus McIntyre.
Yep.
Oh no, we
Liv-
just got him, bro.
You got them all.
Yeah.
Morgan.
When the hosts
Baszler.
weren't listening. Yeah.
Morgan Baszler.
Yep.
That's 6 woman.
Yep.
Rollins Riddle.
Oh, okay. We forgot Rollins
Wow.
Riddle.
Gunther Sheamus.
Yep.
Yep.
We got that.
Mysterio and Edge
Yep.
versus
Got
Judgment
that.
Day. So 6.
Who's
So-
the
That's
U.S.
not bad.
champion, by the way?
Lashley's not yet. Yeah.
Lashley. Though
Yeah.
I mean,
Sick
Yeah,
intro.
Lashley, yeah,
Sick
Lashley, yeah.
intro. His matches are I'm I don't know how you don't get hurt wrestling that guy.
yeah. I mean, he's.
Well, I don't know how he doesn't get hurt wrestling. Like it just
'Cause he's so jacked.
He's so stiff
He's
sometimes,
stiff. He
man.
is,
It's just
yeah.
like, oh
he's
my
always
god.
been kind of.
Well, I know, yeah, that, but it's just like, man, that's another thing too. Where with the United States title, as much as it works for him, I feel like you could give it to somebody else who, you know what I mean,
Needs
is
it.
coming up, who needs it, yeah,
'cause he
yeah.
doesn't. He doesn't.
The
need
problem
it.
with
You're right.
Lashley is he has no personality, so you can't build a fucking
No,
storyline
no.
around him.
He has
Yeah,
more
he
of a
doesn't.
personality than he did 10 years ago.
Absolutely,
When he was
absolutely
just
when
like
he
a henchman?
headband
Headband,
Lashley,
yeah.
way
Hit
better than
bad,
headband
yeah,
Lashley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
So-
even close. Yeah.
Wait, what's the difference?
When he was ECW
I agree.
champion.
I agree
But what's the
with-
difference in the
I agree with
personality?
Gary, though, it's like 5%.
It's-
I'll tell you what it
no,
is.
No, it is. It's very small.
I'll tell
It
you what
is.
the difference is
It's
that
the
you guys
nickname?
are holding on to. I think it's eroding a little bit now. It was MVP.
Oh, 100%.
It
Yeah.
was absolutely.
it was,
And
you're
I mean,
right.
that was the
You're right.
classic Vince move, right? Which was big guy. He
Let
can
me give
perform in
him
the
a
ring. Yeah, let me
mouthpiece.
give him a mouthpiece,
Mouthpiece,
and and like that kind of worked for Lashley.
It
Yeah,
worked. It worked really well. The Hurt Business was incredible.
absolutely.
He need not that lime shit. I don't know why Gary brought that. He must love.
It's actually not bad.
You love fucking nice little sweet shit. You know what I mean? That's what Bret Hart fans like. Yeah, let me get that red one right there.
It's not that bad.
So can I ask you guys, what do you think the end game is with Judgment Day?
What do you mean? Like, what's
Well,
gonna be,
so yeah, for
become
me,
of it?
it's like I look at it as a faction of 2-3 superstars really that are teetering in either direction, right? Like Priest, in my opinion, he's got hell of a performer, right? He's
He's like
athletic.
right on the cusp, right?
Yeah, he's right on the cusp. It's like, is he gonna go that next level? Is Judgment Day gonna put
got
Priest
you,
on that next
And
level?
for a bigger dude, he's good on the mic. Too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's getting better. I think he's getting a lot better.
He's
Yeah,
gotten a lot
absolutely.
better. Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. And then Balor, we all know, everybody knows Balor's story and stuff like that.
He's one of the best in the world.
But what are we getting from this? And that's why I said, I agree, right? You don't want them to be tag titles. But I mean, just put them in a push of something, because this Edge thing is like,
I'm very glad
it's kind of getting tiring for me.
You have to, I agree with you 100%, and I'm glad you brought that up. I was thinking about this the other day when I was watching Raw, and I'm like, yo, you can't keep feeding Judgment Day, a stable like the Judgment Day, Edge, and the Mysterios, right? You got to, when stables like that come up, you, especially ones like that have like that
like, ooh, what these guys,
these
like, let's see what's
like,
going on with these guys,
up,
right?
You have to kind of make them take over.
Yeah,
Roman is you're not gonna do the Universal Championship right now, so let's just scratch that. But give them something else. Like, let them be maybe later on, let them be the ones to beat the Usos, or give them you know, the IC or the do something. No, I agree.
No, that's a good point, because I think about it. It's like, what do I want them to do? And it's like, it's nothing.
It's almost, you know what I mean though? Like when stables like that come on that make you like, oh, these guys showed up. Like these are the ones that do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
You kind of you're used to seeing them take over in some sort of way.
You want chaos from them.
Yeah.
You want chaos. You want what DX did, what Shield even did to a point, right? It was just chaos. It was like, oh, here come these assholes
what
again.
Reckoning did.
And this,
guys, that was awful.
What I'm thinking about now as we're talking is what might work about them is that all they've ever talked about is making people better and kind of like a cult type thing.
Yeah, that's
they're not like every other team that makes you go, wow, let me watch these guys, where they haven't like staked their claim at any championships.
No, they've strictly been business with Edge. Yeah,
exactly. So maybe maybe just move them on. Yeah, I agree with you. Move them
after Clash, I think it should be. I don't think this is going to be a squash. I don't think this will be a squash match at all. I don't think this will be anything.
I think we're
Judgment Day
beyond
goes over though. This is where
they're gonna go.
This is where Dom turns on Ray.
Yeah,
and 100%. I don't want Edge and Ray and somebody else against Judgment Day at Survivor Series. I don't want that. If we get, because we're not too far from Survivor Series, we're really not, right?
And can we bring back more tag team matches at Survivor Series?
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
It looks like it's going to happen.
What the fuck?
I mean, the draft should be any day now.
It should be, right?
Is it going to be after the Clash?
It might
be.
I'm betting it might be.
Because what's in between Clash and
I did hear
in October.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. But
it'll be way before October. It's supposed to be any time now.
Oh,
it was supposed to be the end of August.
October, but maybe I don't know.
Well, I did hear a rumor. I don't know if you guys heard this, but apparently Strowman's coming back on Monday.
Yeah.
After
Braun?
really,
Braun, yeah.
He resigned.
So much for control your fucking narrative.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah, the second Triple H call is Karrion Kross, and Braun said, "Nope, I'm out of here, Ethan. No, thank you."
Yeah, poor EC3, the most talented guy in that fucking group.
Literally.
Yeah, but you weren't pushing for control your narrative.
No.
You know about control your narrative?
No.
I was not pushing that. I was pushing for
So
EC3.
Strowman and EC3 were pushing. They started a company.
And Karrion Kross.
Yeah. They started a. Would you call it a company or?
I would not call it a company.
A t-shirt company.
A t-shirt company. Yeah. Yeah.
They're trying to start their own little
little
wrestling.
Got you.
Yeah. They had like 4 dates booked for like a promotion thing.
I mean, are they gonna? Well, they showed up in NWA the other day, so it's like, are they even gonna do anything?
Here's the thing with that. There's no. Let me not say that, because from my experience and like going to shows too, there's always plenty of talent in the indies, but it's hard, man. It's hard to get people behind who's out there right now, other than, when you're going to those local shows. So I guess it'll work, but not for. What were they? Did they get a TV deal or no?
No.
Or like a minor, like a YouTube thing or something?
Who?
I'm sure they were on
Control your
YouTube.
narrative.
No, they didn't get shit. No,
Maybe some pay-per-views on like Fight or something.
On Fight, maybe, yes.
Yeah.
I think they got that, but other than that, they didn't.
Because you can get on
I don't
Fight
even know if they
easy
got to a
nowadays.
pay-per-view. I don't know if they got to a live
No,
event yet.
they were supposed to.
Right.
GCW's on Fight, isn't it?
Yes.
Whenever they have
Yeah.
But you mentioned the tag titles for Survivor Series, and we was talking about the tag titles earlier. I mentioned Judgment Day making a push at the Usos, which I agree with you. I like I said, I don't want that match to happen, but back to the tag titles, that's another division now on the men's side where I feel like it's starting to become a little lackluster, right?
A little?
Yeah, thank you.
I can't name like 4 tag teams.
I mean, whoever that guy or Ziggler and what's his face was like
Rude?
Yeah, they were like a tag thing
Yeah.
for like 2 minutes,
They were
right?
champs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
They
then
were champs, yeah.
and then
I bet with more creative control that they have now, that'll work even better than it did the first time. And it worked a little bit.
Hopefully.
I just think I think they need somebody to come at those titles and stuff like that. The bloodline stuff is starting to get a little stale to me.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little, and I'm a big Roman guy.
I
But
think once they added Sammy, it kind of had a little spark.
You know what's
Okay.
going to happen? And
So-
I haven't read anything about SmackDown yet because I think there's a spoiler somehow.
Maybe.
There's spoilers out there somehow
Really?
because they pre-recorded because of
Clash.
travels,
Oh,
times,
sure.
of the Clash.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The age of wrestling where we care about how tired our guys are. and
Right.
everything like that.
I think I know where he's going with this.
The other Uso is
Oh, the one from
NXT.
heavily
NXT?
Yep.
rumored. This actually came out today.
Oh.
Yesterday when you guys read
Sika?
this.
Mm.
He is rumored to be on SmackDown, and that makes sense because Sami Zayn fucked up on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
So-
And I
damn.
think then we get Sammy and KO,
And KO.
and maybe they make a push at
Right.
the tag titles. Which
Make
no,
them a tag
sign me
team.
up there. Sign me
Yeah,
up there
sure.
all day.
Yeah.
We've had Sammy, and I'm glad they did that because it's never too much.
CeeLo.
They've
not
never been a
Sika.
real tag team in WWE.
No,
right?
they haven't. What I was gonna get to is we've gotten. You can never get too much because those guys can go as much as Kenny and Brian
Oh my
and
God.
Michaels, Brett.
Give me KO,
but
Sammy any day.
we've had them a lot of
Any day.
times, so now just team them up
Yeah. 1,000%.
and make them beat the Usos. Because there's no other tag. Every tag team, I'm not crazy about the Usos. I'm crazy about Roman, clearly. I'm not crazy about the Usos, right? But there hasn't been a tag team that I look at that I'm like, this would be believable if they beat the Usos.
Right. The Street Profits had a minute, and then they got squashed.
And I love them. Like, especially the
Montez.
bigger one is
Oh, D'Angelo.
Montez.
Hold-
just because
yeah,
of his
yeah.
size. And
Bro,
how
Bro,
he
did you
D'Angelo
see
moves.
him? You see how he moved on Monday night?
Yeah, he's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Dude. But I feel like that's Montez pushing him because
Probably,
everyone
yeah.
keeps on clamoring for Montez to make a singles run.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, wait a minute, I got to get on my shit.
Yup.
Because now he's moving a lot more athletic than in the beginning and stuff
He's a
like that.
beast.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a beast.
Uh,
But I think what legitimized the thing that goes against my previous argument too is that you kind of I think people do love the Street Profits, but to make them legitimate, you do have to give them the gold. But they're not gonna beat the Usos.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had.
You're only
gold,
as good as
though.
your competition.
they did.
Yeah.
They did
They
have
had
the
the
goal.
Raw
Yeah.
ones.
Yep.
They've been Raw
They
and
had
SmackDown.
they had the
The Street Profits?
No, they've been Raw.
They were raw.
They were Raw.
They were?
They were Raw.
Okay.
Yeah,
They were Raw.
Yeah, they were Raw. Yeah, they
I
had.
don't
Yeah.
know that.
I don't know if
Was
they
it
were
for a
SmackDown.
minute?
It was briefly. It was
Yeah,
very
yeah,
briefly.
yeah, it was very
It might have
brief,
been during
'cause I
that
don't
whole
even
Ziggler. Yeah, it might the titles were changing hands quite
Yeah.
frequently for a while.
Ziggler and Rude had
Rude, yeah.
SmackDown, right?
No,
Oh, they had Raw.
I think he was on Raw.
Yep.
But that's a division that I'm really pushing for because
There's only one set of tag titles now, right?
Yep.
AEW's tag team
They
division has
were-
been head and shoulders above.
It's not even
WWE's
close,
for
bro.
Years
It's not
now.
even close. Yeah.
Profits have been one-time tag team champion on both Raw, NXT, and SmackDown.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, I don't remember any of those reigns. Well, I remember NXT reign.
Yeah.
But
I remember
It
the
might have
NXT
been
and the
'cause
Raw.
WWE was blown away.
Maybe it might be the SmackDown. I remember either Raw or SmackDown. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, they all blend together. I hear you. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But where you were going with that, where the Judgment Day goes, like I think they continue taking out legends, and
They should, yeah.
I think
I'd be fine with that.
Randy Orton's
Yeah.
next.
Well,
Yeah.
Finn Balor showed up on NXT on Tuesday.
I saw that.
I think
I saw
he's
that.
facing Braun.
Is NXT UK
What?
dissolving
Yeah.
it's done.
It's being
So,
incorporated into the next
into
version
the
of NXT.
next version of NXT?
Yeah.
They released a whole
Worlds
bunch of guys,
collide.
but I think it was to like bring them into NXT,
NXT.
3.0.
And a bunch of
Yeah,
people are getting called up, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Well, they don't have a choice.
Yeah, with that merger, I guess.
Yeah.
Where was NXT UK at?
UK.
Like where in the UK? They have
I
a
have no idea.
performance center out there?
They had like a small tiny arena.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
sure.
I don't even think it was that they had their own arena. I think they were like time sharing it with an
maybe.
actual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm liking it, man. I just got hip to that earlier where like, cause I don't give a shit about NXT 2.0. So naturally I'm like, I'm sure NXT UK is good, but I'm also whatever about that. But I saw the stuff that was popping up the other day and I realized they're dissolving the UK and putting them into NXT. And I think that just helps WWE even more because if you're merging those two together, there's automatically going to be more call-ups, which we've already had.
Yeah.
And we know that Triple H is the guy. He's always been good at the call-ups.
That's true. He has.
And now he's running the whole show. So, we'll
So-
see what comes from that.
My thing on Triple H, as happy as I have been for him, I think where he's been taking full advantage of is that, hey, let me clean up Vince's mess. I think what we
I
haven't
feel like he
seen
is
from
trying to do
Triple H
that.
yet is, okay, now what? We haven't seen
Yeah.
that moment yet. Right now, he's gonna be on a roll for a while. What's gonna happen when he hits that wall? Like we're kind of seeing with AEW right now, where they're kind of hitting a wall. Like I feel like AEW, just from talking to you guys, they couldn't miss for the longest time, and now you're kind of starting to see people go, all right, you guys are missing a little bit. So how Tony bounces back from this will say a lot more about his legacy because there's always gonna be a dip.
Oh yeah.
There's always going to be a dip
Growing
in
pains.
creativity,
Growing pains.
and I think that's something
It's
that's going to
hard-
be interesting to
It's
watch for
hard to
Triple
book.
H.
It's hard to book like 2 to 3 hour shows every week.
Oh my god. Yeah.
100%. Like Triple H said it. I don't think he even needed to say it. If there's fucking nerds out there watching this shit, like it is not you fucking try. You sit there.
That last hour is just
the
for money.
thing is, you
Right.
sit there,
Yeah.
and you're like, yo, I can book a 3 hour show. Okay, you can book 1 3 hour show. How about a 3 hour show every fucking week?
I mean, look at
That's
Monday.
why. That's why Rampage has been like lackluster. I feel like sometimes. It's just 'cause
Yeah.
Not for much longer.
that's
What do you
right.
think's going
Well,
on?
because
What do I think is going on? They're literally selling tickets to just Rampage now. So they're making it a whole nother promotion.
It's at Mohegan Sun.
It starts at DC.
Oh, Jimmy.
You didn't know
So
that?
what is it gonna be? 2 hours?
Yeah.
Like a brand split
Oh, is it?
type
It's gonna be
thing?
2 hours. I thought it was still gonna be one.
How do you sell tickets for a 1 hour show?
No.
So you got that. You got that. You got and Ring of Honor. I'm sure you know is kind of like their NXT now
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Tony purchased that.
Keith Lee.
I don't think it's gonna expand. I think.
Keith Lee.
I think they'll still
No,
give him a
no.
2 hour
Who has
show.
the ring on? Oh, Cesaro. My bad.
Ce-
Cesaro has
Cesaro.
a I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw Keith Lee on the flyer. My bad.
Keith
With a
Lee is
title.
part
yeah.
of the tag champs.
Okay, that's what it is.
I think
saw Cesaro with the ring of honor.
I think they'll keep it an
title.
hour, but I think they'll give the people there like a 2 hour show.
So
So that means that
The dark
Rampage-
matches
or
or
the
something.
Dynamite show will get 3 hours.
Fuck, I don't know, dude. I'm not Tony Khan.
No, it's going to be a total brand.
Nah,
split.
you have
I've
to
never-
be
I've
real.
never
Tony
done
Khan
cocaine.
would never do 3 ever.
3 hours?
He will never.
No,
do
not a
3
show.
hours.
You get 3 hours of wrestling.
Oh,
You get the dark to start.
If you,
yeah.
you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, no.
what you said about the 3 hour show though, like I said, look at Monday. That Kurt Angle, I get it. You're in Pittsburgh. It's kind of a layup. Let's bring back a legend. Whoa, I didn't even see any of that. Not one. As much as Gable's okay on the mic. You know, he's the little D-bag on the mic essentially. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's okay, but it's like
He's funny to me. He doesn't really bother me, but
yeah,
it
but then
depends on
you,
how. He's one of those guys that it depends on how you book him.
bro, Kurt Angle looked like he was in so much pain. Just he was like fake teeth. Just he wasn't the same person. You know, I mean, I haven't kept up with him that much. I was like,
It's
That's
first
the
time
thing
he-
that sucks about watching our childhood heroes. Like even someone like Brett was probably one of the cleanest, if not the cleanest person from that era. And even him, just because they were doing shit. If it wasn't the drugs, they were doing shit like headshots
Right.
with chairs.
Yeah.
And he's
Taking
just not
fucking
there.
unsafe
So that's the
pile
thing that
drivers.
sucks about having our childhood heroes come back. And I tell wrestling fans this all the time.
Yeah.
Do you really need nostalgia in
Yeah.
wrestling
Nope.
shows?
And I
That's
think
why-
that,
Not always.
yeah,
No,
and it
not
could have
always.
been good. Like it could have been fine where Kurt
Right.
actually manages Alpha Academy and makes them like a legit tag team that you're afraid of.
Yeah.
But like Kurt looked like he wanted to be in that ring and taking bumps, and like
Yeah.
that was the first time he's back in an arena where after his doctor said you can't fucking take another bump to save your life.
it was tough for me. And then they bring up the
So
Street
much of it.
Profits. It was just like,
Yeah, I felt like that was his like I'm sorry for fucking up your Hall of Fame like ceremony. Like, let's just give you a whole rundown of like everything again. And like they went through all his like top hits.
They played his greatest hits.
Yep, that was 1,000% what happened.
Yeah,
and it did not go over well.
So, do you guys think Drew's getting screwed on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Think so?
No, but I mean, I'm talking from a.
I like us naturally predicting shit while we go.
I'm not even talking about. We all know he's gonna lose. You know, it's.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if it in the locker room.
The only thing I will say is if he brings this theme back,
it has to happen.
it has to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, he posted a video working out to it, so it has to happen at this point.
Right.
Because there's no way. There's no way you main an event an event back home, and you have to take grace after that and say bow to the crowd and say, hey, sorry I didn't win the title. Like, if I'm looking at that, I'm looking at Triple H like, really, you're gonna make me be that guy?
It's a tough.
While Sheamus, now granted, Sheamus is getting the IC.
No, he's
you think Gunther's
Gunther's beating him? Yeah, Sheamus is.
I think they might. You think Sheamus is gonna put Gunther over?
The way I think about it is that
Sheamus is gonna get booed the most at that fucking place.
Okay, so that makes me that makes me feel right because it's in.
I see your point though, because that's the last belt that he needs. So yeah.
But no, at the same time, I looked at it. No, just kind of like, okay, hey, look, just from a booking standpoint, hey, look, we got this guy. Even though Sheamus is Irish, right, and this is in Scotland, so that's why he'll get.
Your point makes sense though, but the way I think about it is Sheamus, at this point in his career, is definitely a vet. He's a WWE.
Oh, well, without a doubt. Yeah, absolutely.
He's putting Gunther over.
Which one? Okay, see, I'm all for it. If it ends up being like that, sign me right up because that would be cool. But if Sheamus walks away with a title and Drew doesn't the same night, I'm gonna be like, what do you know?
That crowd's not. That crowd. Walter's going over, bro. And I say Walter because that first name's coming back. Shout out to Triple H bringing the first names back. By the way, I hated Theory. I hated Riddle. I hate getting rid of just the one name thing that Vince had.
It kind of works if you spell it differently, but you spell it just like the actual word and like Google search them and it sucks.
It sucks. Yeah.
Austin Theory works. Yep. Walter Gunther works. Gunther's going over for sure. It's a tough call, low key. As much as I want to confidently say, I am confidently still saying that Roman's going over. But it's a tough call because of the whole. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks since they announced it. The home turf thing.
Well, bro, they had him go out there and push it first before it was even as they were announcing that same week. They said, "Oh, we had Drew over here in Cardiff at the arena, selling the product essentially." If he's doing all this promo work for it and he comes up empty-handed,
then they still made money on it, and that's all they care about.
Of course, right? Sure. But I mean, if you're Drew, you're like, wow. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm
with Roman taking the relaxed schedule soon, someo's gonna have to take it off.
See, that's right, and that's what we was talking about in the parking lot.
I know what I've been riding, bro.
I know.
You know who's taking. In my opinion,
but I don't. I think Roman might be like, hey, I'm gonna go before he comes back.
You think so?
Maybe.
He's a ride or die though, man. Like I don't know.
So my question is, is the match on Sunday, Saturday, whatever?
Saturday.
Is it for both titles or only one?
Yes,
both. So he's not winning.
Every time it's
Thank you.
Drew.
Thank you.
Drew's not winning.
He's not winning. Yeah.
If it was for one, if there was a stipulation, I mean,
if it's a triple threat match,
if it was clear as that, yes, I agree. Right, where they don't have Roman take the fall, they have somebody else. Right,
and
it's a double.
You guys are listening to this on Friday. If you watch SmackDown tonight and that other Uso comes out, consider it a done deal.
But who do you think would take the title? This is interesting.
You think Seth Rollins?
Oh no! I said I'm still riding Cody
in my soul.
Oh, that's so fucking far away.
We're making assumptions that it's Royal Rumble,
right?
But what did I think up the other day? You feed Roman. Who do you feed Roman until? So I just think Cody's gonna face Roman at the Rumble. He's not gonna be at the Rumble because then that would mean that he faces him at Mania, and we know what's happening at Mania.
Right. Roman loses the titles before.
So Cody is facing Roman at the Rumble. He's not gonna be in the Rumble. And I think that's when he wins. Roman goes on a break until his fucking cousin comes out and calls him out and maybe says some rock shit like, yo, you're sitting at home like a bitch or whatever. And that's how the Hollywood stuff happens.
But I mean, with like Rock's schedule,
I think Cody's the one that takes it off.
Only because
you have to have it be someone as big as Roman and as can be the face of the company as Roman. Cody is also of royal bloodline in wrestling.
Right.
Cody has the American flag literally draping from his body when he comes out.
Yeah, he does.
He's got the fucking blonde hair. He's the guy.
So my pushback against that is Rock gonna want to do, even though it is his cousin?
I know what you're asking.
Is he gonna want to do that match even if Roman isn't the
Especially because
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
Because it looks better for him because
Sure.
it's obvious to everyone else that he's not going to win the fucking
Right, because
title.
that was my one pushback against Rock Roman was I don't want that match
So,
if Roman's gonna
here
hold
we
on
go.
to titles.
We had
yeah.
years of fans like us, realistic fans who on the internet who did not enjoy Rock being champion when he took it off Punk in 2013.
I don't even think Rock should come back to wrestle Roman at Mania. I'd rather see Roman up against
I have no complaints.
Johnny
Every time-
wrestling for, you know what I mean? Just like give me somebody with I'm saying that as give me somebody
Every
within the
time The Rock
company
comes
versus
back, every time The Rock comes back, it's a hit. In the
Oh,
ring,
of course. Yeah,
he's
of
one
course.
of the only veterans
Dude's
that when he
50
comes
though.
back,
He's 50, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he's I mean
I will arguably say, like, this is gonna, and I'm a huge Taker fan. When he comes back, he looks better in the ring than Undertaker does, and Undertaker is in the ring more often than The Rock.
Right.
Right.
But
I
The Rock
remember-
is also like The Miz.
The Rock.
Right? Like he's not doing any big spots.
I don't know about that one, bro.
He's not. He has a
What
big.
the
Don't get me
fuck
wrong.
was that
You
take?
don't have to go
what
through a
take
table
was
and
that,
shit,
Gary?
bro.
Don't get me wrong. The Rock is like really incredible. He has great
Gary.
mic work.
Oh, this is
But
fun.
at the end of the
Wait,
day, The Rock has the same movesets as John Cena.
Gary, look me in the eyes and say Miz and
Look
The Rock in
in
the same
my-
sentence.
Miz and The Rock. It's not that hard.
Oh my god.
If you take everything out of it,
Okay, but Rock when?
Yo, I don't know.
Rock period.
I've got no words for you. I've got
How many times has
zero
The Rock
words.
gone through a damn table?
Probably the same amount as The Miz, honestly.
Oh, shut
God,
the
no,
fuck
stop.
up.
Like,
Right now, so right now,
Get
I'm
out.
rewatching.
Get out.
Right now,
Get out right now.
on
You're
YouTube.
done.
I'm rewatching the 2000 so the Fatal 4-Way match.
What?
Wow.
That's what you should have said. That's what you should have said.
If I was you, bro, I'd
You
run.
are out of here, bro. You're fucking lying. You are lying.
I'd
Yeah,
run.
that's insane, Gary. That's insane.
No, so
Gary,
I'm
I love you, but you literally you have a problem. You're a pathological liar.
bro, I'm rewatching.
I think you guys live in nostalgia so fucking much that you don't think realistically.
I am
And
rewatching.
and the crowd reactions of Cody still didn't hit.
It was okay.
oh,
Half the
come
crowd there knew
on.
who he was.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know if I can trust you anymore.
That's still 3,000 people.
Boo.
It was fine.
Boo. Fine.
I'm
My
feeling
ass-
Obi-Wan
my ass
Anakin right
fine.
now. Like, I'm
great.
hurt. I feel like I can't trust you anymore.
All right.
Great.
What you say is real and what isn't.
Because
I
I'm
don't
giving
know.
you all these like wake up calls. Is that what it is?
Delusional.
I am breaking your
Delusional at best.
illusion of what these guys actually did.
He's the one on Dream Street. I don't know what the
No, so all right, so right
The
now
Rock
I'm
is not
rewatching.
like a fucking top 30, well, not top 5 wrestler.
In a lot of people's lists, he is.
He's a great sports
Let me put it
entertainer.
like this. In everyone's top 5, they have one face of the WWE in the top 5, whether
Right.
it's Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold. If we talk to kids today, Roman.
I am only speaking on wrestling, not on every other aspect of it.
Then why did you say that Miz and The Rock took about the same amount of bumps? Because that is just
Yeah, so
completely.
real quick.
Did you see the I Quit match between him and Mankind in the broiler room?
Yeah.
Oh, go on,
I
Derek.
mean,
I'm rewatching the 2000 Judgment Day Iron Man match. I'm pretty
Yeah.
much I'm almost caught up there, right? I'm getting up to Backlash right now, so we're post WrestleMania. So we're getting up to back. That's where I'm at right now. We're getting up to Backlash. I'm pretty sure I counted Rock going through a table at least 3 to 5 times already in those videos, in those
let's
matches.
find a compilation.
all right, let me clarify when I'm talking about this, guys, right?
No, you said go through a table. We're going to take you word for word.
Mean that specifically. I just meant that The Miz and The Rock have a very
But if you tell me
safe
Rock-
style of wrestling
If you tell me
where
Rock
they're
now-
using very similar moves constantly, and yeah, they might have that one extreme match every now and then, but for the most part, like their matches are like very, very similar,
Sure.
and they use a lot of their charisma to get over.
Rock also hasn't wrestled in 10 years.
But yeah, so if you're telling me Rock now, if you're telling me
wrestling
Rock
has dynamically changed since then.
I agree, but back then, I don't know. That dude got his ass. He was taking bumps everywhere.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. He was
absolutely.
getting fucked up. Yeah,
He wasn't safe.
2011 Rock, 2013 Rock, when he was absolutely. I'll agree with you there because at that point, you know, he's a fucking.
My point is, has The Rock ever done a suicide dive? That's what I'm trying to. That's the point I'm trying to make, guys.
Again,
hold on.
But that's not. But that's
now
never
you're
been
one of
his
those
thing.
wrestling fans who needs, and I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm very shocked.
I'm very surprised
I didn't
because
say I
you're a
needed
big
it.
FTR guy.
As Brett being your favorite.
I'm a very big technical wrestler.
Now
fan.
you're talking about needing flips and all this.
I'm
other
not saying
shit?
needing.
Then what are you saying?
I'm saying that there is a bunch of different styles of wrestling, and The Rock and The Miz fall into the same category.
No, they're. Oh my god,
they do.
I like what
It's
I did. Here.
It's fine.
I like what I did. I created chaos.
What the fuck?
This is
dude?
good. This is very
What
good.
the fuck?
Man.
All right, so what
What
style
the
of wrestling
fuck?
do you think The Rock wrestles?
The type of wrestling that was popular 10, 15 years ago. That's not the type of wrestling that's now.
Literally, if you ask anyone what era The Rock is from,
Why do I
that's when
fucking care what everyone thinks about?
Because it's literally everyone. The era that The Rock is from is the realest era of wrestling. And
This
it
is
was
the
still
Attitude
scripted
Era?
back
Correct.
then.
Yes. Correct.
What does that even mean? That means their matches
No one knew
were...
though. No one knew it was scripted.
But
No one knew it was scripted back then. No, they did not. Don't give me that look. No, do not
In
give me
the
that
90s,
look.
no. In
Do
the
not give
90s,
me that
no.
look. No,
In the
bullshit.
90s, no.
People did not know it was scripted. I'm
shit
reading
literally
Brian Bort's
happened-
book right now, and he's even saying that when people would say that shit, you would never have guessed that a writer wrote that 30-second promo. No, hell no. No way. Absolutely not.
The
Sorry.
era where The Undertaker was literally crucifying people.
Yeah.
people
it
were
was
crying
writers.
over it in the
Yes.
crowd.
Right.
Yes.
They would still do
Children.
that. They would still
White
do that.
parents who went to church were fucking losing it over this.
That's true.
Yeah.
They were. Yeah, that's right. That's
I'm willing to bet
Satanic Panic,
the same
brother.
people did that with the Ray Wyatt stuff.
Oh, yeah.
and
Probably.
Like,
Yeah, they would've.
and I'm sure with this new Triple H reign, where he's going to take it to the next level,
Hopefully.
it's
We also have a side thing where we think Bray Wyatt might come in and just interrupt everything that the obvious choice.
I mean, we're all waiting on it.
one
aren't
of the
we?
obvious choices is Cody. Like,
Yeah.
what comes to mind?
Well, no, we've talked about this
so what
before.
comes to
Yeah,
mind
I
for
agree.
you with who beats Roman?
I mean, and Jim, just thinking about it right now, it has to be Cody. I mean,
Yeah.
just when you think about how you can set it up, because
it's the only one that has it.
yeah,
really
only
faced.
it's only face.
Yeah.
It's the only face you can really think of. I mean, he didn't.
Do you want my
So if
mark?
we were to do a poll right now, right on the legit heat thing or any of our shits, people will pick two options to beat Roman: Cody, The Rock. If you throw an honorable mention, Seth Rollins. Those are obvious choices. It would be crazy if Bray Wyatt came in and just swerved the shit out of all of that.
It'd be
That would
crazy
be.
for it to be Johnny wrestling. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it's crazy.
That would be no.
I was just going to say that's my mark take. Like,
Mark take.
I fucking love everything Johnny Gargano, so it would be fun.
I still think there's a chance though. I think I think there's some wacky chance it happens. How long does it happen for? Who knows? But there's a chance it happens. I don't know how he becomes champion, but I can just see. I just
He
smell
wins
it.
the.
I just
he wins
smell
the
it.
briefcase from
yeah,
Theory.
yeah,
and, like, catches
exactly.
in.
I just smell it. I just smell it. I love how they're treating the suitcase like a title. By the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like it should be. Like it should be. As it should be. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
I love that.
I feel like it hasn't had the
The luster.
luster that maybe when it first was created, it had that luster, but it hasn't.
No.
Gargano gets a hold of it. It will.
Yeah,
it will. Because then it'll give. Gargano to me kind of reminds me. God, you guys call me Mark if you want on this. It kind of reminds me of Daniel Bryan in the WWE.
Absolutely.
Where it's just like,
Okay,
hey,
yeah.
this guy everybody
Little
loves.
guy.
Yeah, little guy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he fucking wrestles his ass off.
Sure does. Yeah.
Has
Hey,
charisma
like
at
that
the
guy should be a
ass.
champion
I haven't
someday.
seen him
Yeah.
in so long that when he came out on Monday, I literally was like,
Yeah.
kind of, okay, he's whatever on the mic. Not whatever trash, but like he's not doing anything for me. But Bryan Danielson does the same thing, right? I haven't seen him in so long that I forgot that I don't have that effect that Bryan Danielson gives me, where it's like this dude wrestles his ass off, so it doesn't matter.
It's the opposite. It's like the total opposite effect of like the larger than life superstars. It's the guys you can actually relate to,
Absolutely.
and that
Absolutely.
makes you
Yep.
like want to cheer for them and make you like want them to win.
You know, it'd be a great three-way tag title match for the Usos It'd be Sammy and Kevin, the Usos, and DIY. Give me that.
Yeah,
Give
DIY.
it to me. Give me what I
Give me
want.
what I want. Give me what I
Incredible.
want.
Yo, that
The
would
main
be
roster is
fucking
not ready for
crazy.
DIY.
No, they're not. They're not.
They
Definitely
can't
not.
put on the 5-star matches like they were all the time. They had that triple threat match with
FTR and
was that last that? Well, there was one more team in there. I just can't remember who they are.
Can I bring up real quick while we're still on WWE? Seth Rollins' promo, right, got posted on the WWE IG account, and I sent this to you. USA in the comments. USA Network.
Oh, they said something?
Oh,
They
didn't
said
see
that
it.
they
Said,
so
yeah,
they
maybe
said-
should
Tone
go
this
on a
down,
little
please.
bit farther.
So
Yeah.
WWE said, did this go too far? And USA Network commented, blue check.
Yeah.
The USA Network account said
No.
could have gone a little
Literally
farther.
corner- yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
I like that.
which is funny because TNT has been yelling at AEW for going too far.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
But USA,
they want them to tone it down.
USA knows what's up, man.
Well, they're the ones who are asking it to.
They are
to go to
asking it.
Yeah, they
14.
are.
Something's
So,
gotta give.
doesn't make sense.
But what Triple H is, let's just all assume that's all we do, right? As wrestling fans, Triple H is probably trying to see how far he can go
Push the envelope there, so,
before going the TV 14 route.
Right.
Probably taking, because he did say in interviews, and Steph has said they're still trying, and you could see it. They're still trying to honor what Vince was doing to an extent.
To an extent. Yeah. They didn't want to totally flip it on its head because that I think that would probably, I don't think it would necessarily work as well, maybe. But it could. I mean, it could. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it already kind of has been flipped on its head, so who knows?
Seth Rollins is a fucking thug. I just gotta say it one time
Yeah, yeah.
because they don't want to see your bitch ass anymore.
Let's get this. Let's get this
I
dick
fucking-
sucking.
Yeah.
Love it.
Before
I love
we
it.
before
Give
we get
me
too deep
more.
into that, is Riddle getting canceled?
No.
Did you
no,
see that?
No. They
Fuck
should
that
not. Fuck
bitch.
yeah. Fuck that. Don't.
You saw that?
This is not the
it's
first
what-
time this has come out about
No,
Riddle.
no. Hold on. This is something different. This is. She just kink shamed him. That's all she did.
Wait, what happened?
His kink is just randomly
she didn't
shoving
do
his
it. He
dick
didn't
in
do
someone's
anything.
face.
No. That's not what.
He didn't
that's
do-
not-
he didn't
not-
do that.
No, he.
Hold on.
he
That's
said,
what she's being. She's
No.
saying.
He was.
With
She
the Liv
said,
Morgan
no,
thing?
He was just texting her crazy shit.
He was texting
Guys
her
do
saying
it.
that he wanted to fuck her outside in
Honestly-
front of people.
We're talking about two
Honestly-
separate things.
Yes, we are. That's why I said it's different. Yeah.
Honestly, though, that's the one that's getting the most buzz on Twitter.
Right.
The text.
The text.
Oh, I'm
the only thing wrong
talking
about
about the
that
conversation that this girl had with
is
his.
him giving himself away to WWE's drug policy that he
Oh,
does
right.
Molly and all this other shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Let me look for it right now.
Yeah, he's like,
Does
yeah,
the E even care
So
about
funny,
that
so
anymore?
they should. I mean, I don't know.
Molly and all that, they don't care about fucking smoking
Okay,
weed.
they-
No, they care
which-
about roids, I
Roids
think,
and
and that's
stuff.
about it.
Yeah, he's like, I want to do coke and Molly and then have you fuck me and then have another dude with a nice cock come in and like it, literally. I'm paraphrasing, but he did say those words. So no, this is
Yo,
not the
he
whole.
just,
That was
like-
not the
Right, this is not
the
the
reason I
allegations.
was worried about.
Right. No, see, that's what I
Riddle
thought too.
texting some-
And then
some
when I saw
random girl
him
who
like it
had
on Twitter, I
OnlyFans or
said,
something.
okay,
Yeah.
that girl that posted the text is just kink shaming him, which in 2022, grow
Right.
up. Who cares?
Right.
People,
You
just
can
because
easily
he likes-
block him at that point.
Exactly. He likes a different kind of three-way. Who cares?
Right.
Just let him have fun.
Right. No, I'm talking about the girl who woke up with his dick in his
Oh,
her
that's
face.
old news though.
That's problematic.
That's not
yes.
old news. That came out like this week,
Yeah.
which means
match
it has
better not
happened
get
multiple
canceled, though.
times. I think Riddle is like one of the next big things, so it sucks because this is another one of my next big things
Just
that
leave it. They made the mistake of letting people go. Enzo, he's not anything crazy, but he
Enzo's
was
not
crazy on the mic.
not the one I would go to with that one.
Yeah, no,
Velveteen
I would-
Dream is the one I would go to.
Well, he just got arrested for like coke.
He got arrested
possession.
for two things:
Oh, what was the other one?
breaking and entering, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's sad.
None of that would have happened if he was still a WWE wrestler. I'm just saying.
You think they would have kept him in check?
Maybe
He wouldn't have
They
to be
would've
doing
tried.
all this bullshit.
I tried to anyway.
Right. And he has drug paraphernalia, which just means he probably had some fucking,
No, they said it was coke.
Seth
Did they?
Rollins
I, no.
somehow
Here
gets
we go.
Either way,
better
I don't fucking care.
and better and better. I don't know how. He just literally gets better and better and
Without
better.
ever going for a championship.
Yeah.
It's
He
been-
doesn't
it's been
need
two
I don't think he
years.
needs to.
He do-
I really don't think
exactly.
he
He
needs to.
doesn't need
Yeah.
it.
And he doesn't. You're
need
right.
it.
That's what makes him so great.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it's been 2 years since he's had a championship. But like you said, he doesn't need it.
He's one of those guys, bro. You reach a level in your career, and he's slightly becoming a veteran. He's slightly entering veteran status. But
I mean,
Randy Orton type veteran status where he can still win gold, but he doesn't need the gold.
He can win gold if it means that the underdog is going to like fight harder for it.
He's just a wrestler, bro. He's just a damn good wrestler too. On
And
top
a hell
of
of
that,
a
yeah.
sports
Oh
entertainer.
my god,
A
man.
hell of a sports.
I have a
think we-
feeling Seth Rollins is the next Triple H.
Oh yeah.
Like he's the
Yeah.
next person to
I
take
mean-
over the business.
Oh maybe.
No, what do you mean by that? Take over the business as far as
Like when
yeah.
Triple H decides to retire in
Got
30
you,
years,
got you,
it
got
will
you,
become
yeah.
Seth Rollins.
Let's get into that real quick, randomly, right? Who do you think is the next like wrestler who takes over the business? Because let's assume that Triple H, Stephanie's kids are gonna get into the business, but if it wasn't that route, who would be the next wrestler who goes into it?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't really see anyone else really. Yeah,
Cody Rhodes, but he's
Cody
already gone
maybe.
that route. But
and
I will give it to either of them, and it's funny because they had one hell of a feud recently. But
I don't think it ends.
I mean, a lot of people. I don't know. This is kind of different. A lot of people asking Edge a lot about creativity questions and stuff like that.
I'm good with Edge. He can go retire.
Yeah, I can't really think I had too many other wrestlers who, people approach about the creativity and booking and all that stuff from the show. Edge is the only one recently who I've been seeing commenting on it. But he's what? How old is he?
40 something.
Yeah, he's not too far off from Triple H. So yeah, I really can't think of anybody.
Edge can go out, create his own wrestling school with
Yeah.
Beth Phoenix.
true.
The Rated R Glamazon school, whatever.
Yo, so was the ending a botch on Monday night? Was it a botch
I
and they
think
just said fuck it, just
I
run with
think
it?
if you were telling me that it happened on AEW, I would say it's a botch. But I think that WWE's story writing and storylines right now, especially in the Triple H era, I think that it is something that was built up to be continued at Clash.
Because I mean, immediately Dakota got up and said I wasn't legal.
Yeah,
It is.
So,
to
I
be-
mean-
it is.
But
to
we've
be-
also seen that 1,000 times.
exactly.
It
Have
is
we,
either.
though?
It is.
Oh,
either,
yeah.
It is either to be continued at Clash or the Raw after.
It won't be. I don't
yeah.
think it was supposed to be continued.
Well,
Because I think it was supposed to be Sasha Banks coming in now and like going after these.
I heard that Toxic Attraction was supposed to win originally, but Gigi got hurt.
Yeah. And then the other tag team that was supposed to be in there that they got. I think it was supposed to be one of the NXT teams. And
Megan
this is like,
Lyons, who's not vaccinated, and why she couldn't go over to Toronto. Is that
Oh,
why?
is that what happened?
Yeah.
oh,
So
I, thought
they-
I heard they were injured.
Injured. Yeah, that's why
Fuck.
that's why she was on NXT the next week.
Good to know.
So they're gonna get Jericho'd.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Right.
Any major other than you? Let's do quick predictions on the relevant matches. Who do you think's winning between Rollins and Riddle?
Riddle.
Yeah,
Yeah. At this point, I think Seth Rollins just puts everyone over.
I'm gonna keep riding. I know we're supposed to go this way, but I'm gonna keep riding my Rollins. 10, 15 minutes of topping Rollins off.
I don't think
I think Rollins is winning.
The thing is, I don't think that match ends.
Yeah,
It might end very chaotic.
I would say I don't think
Double-
I don't think there's a clear winner to that.
Yeah.
I don't-
Double count out.
So you're saying that.
it's no clear winner, or the whoever wins does not win clean.
But how long do you guys want to see them drag this out for?
I think that the two can go for like at least a half hour.
Yeah,
No,
No,
I'm
he
talking
means,
about the
like-
match. I'm talking about the
storyline.
storyline.
Oh, the
yeah.
Maybe
storyline.
one more match.
Maybe one
Maybe
more. Yeah.
give
What
it.
do we-
They have to
what's
bring
the
it back to
pay-per-view
America.
in between this and Survivor
Rules.
go back to
I asked
ask
him
you
that.
about
It's
that.
not
Right
Extreme
now.
Rules. Why am I thinking Extreme
That's
Rules for
December.
somebody?
I
TLC or
Yeah.
No, Extreme Rules I think is December, but I'll double check.
October,
It used to be No Mercy, but that was
Halloween Havoc. That's what it is.
that Rey Mysterio,
Yeah, I really
that Rey
can't think.
Mysterio fit.
But it's something that reminds me of Extreme. It's not Elimination Chamber, right?
No, that happened.
No,
That already
that's
happened
right
already. Yeah,
before
yeah, yeah.
Mania.
Yeah. Hell in a Cell, that's already happened.
Oh, that already
You would
happened.
imagine Hell in a Cell would be the October pay-per-view.
I mean, they have
thought it
a
was.
pay-per-view every month, right?
Yeah.
They have to have one.
Oh, wait. Are
in
we
between.
No, we're in September.
Yeah, so this is Clash and then something
fuck is
for
September's
October.
pay-per-view?
This is Clash. October usually is
October is
TLC.
Extreme Rules.
Extreme.
Okay,
Rules.
that makes sense.
And then
October,
Survivor
but what's
Series.
September?
Nothing. This is it.
This is
Yeah,
it for September.
Clash
Clash.
is September. Yeah.
Yeah. This is
And
it.
then
What a
an
waste.
Extreme Rules. I knew it was either TLC or Extreme
You have
Rules.
8 weeks in between pay-per-views.
Dude, give me that.
No,
give me the. Give me. I mean, maybe not
We have
8
Extreme
weeks,
Rules. Yeah, so we have Clash right now, Saturday. We have
But I
Extreme
don't
Rules.
count this as a fucking pay-per-view in the first place.
Yes, it does. Extreme Rules is October 8th.
Guy, if this was back in the day where it was $50 to buy, would you be buying this pay-per-view?
No,
Exactly.
but how many times?
Flash, I would.
You would?
I would pay the 50. Bro, you.
I mean,
do the
Roman.
math for you guys.
I'm not gonna lie, Roman's in it, so yeah, I'm paying the 50.
I'm
Yeah.
paying the 50.
Mm.
I would pay a $50 ticket to sit in the fucking nosebleeds to watch Rollins versus Riddle.
Yeah.
So I would pay the 50 to watch it better at my house.
I would be the opposite. I would take the 50 to watch it live. Don't know if I would take the 50 to watch it from home.
I'm just doing it because I'm cheap and I don't. Network was great when that happened.
That's true.
Do I have a little stuff, Fuzz? Thank you.
We don't want the fucking.
I gotta look good. No, I appreciate you. Thank you.
What your natural
DNA?
hair color is.
No, we can't have that happening.
No.
I died anyway, so it's
Oh, I'm like, can I tell the story real quick about
Yeah,
how?
go.
So he didn't have his mask on in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, you're the guy with the
Whoa.
mask. He's like, how'd you know? I'm like, oh, your voice.
It's a voice modulator that we use
Yeah,
here. That
yeah.
sometimes I use it.
Jimmy promised that you would use. He
Yeah.
was a voice modulator. I don't.
Yeah, I
know.
thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the contract. You didn't read the
Son
fine
of a-
print.
son
Yeah,
of a
so
I Vinced you, motherfucker. I Vinnie Mac your
Where's
ass.
the no chance drop?
Yeah,
The
right.
Fuck.
Well, yeah, this is. All right.
So Roman versus Drew.
Riddle. We're on to
Roman
that.
does.
What
Oh
do you
wait,
think?
yeah.
What do you Rollins Riddle?
Rollins Riddle. Shit. I mean, hearing them say that it probably won't end has me thinking. That's why I asked that question. Is like, well, where do they go from this? I want to see Riddle go over. I mean, as much as Rollins is pulling everybody over, I want to see. I think Riddle, especially with Randy being going down and whatever happened with SummerSlam, Riddle needs to go over and considering everything else. Yeah,
Randy comes back real soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they feud with Judgment Day.
Roman Drew.
That gets interrupted by Karrion Kross.
Nah, yeah, I mean, or he comes out at the end while Roman's celebrating.
Oh, that's who's being fed to Roman at Extreme Rules.
There's no chance he's being
Okay.
fed to Roman.
Yes, he is.
Do you think Triple H is going to feed one of his guys to Roman Reigns?
For the greater good, yes.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes. They already plugged it. They already plugged
they
it.
haven't plugged it.
I know they plugged it. I don't think that's going to be feeding him to Roman Reigns, though. I think that might be the next guy.
That's what you think?
It might be. There's no chance in hell Triple H
It makes
sacrifices his own
sense for
guys.
Extreme Rules being the next pay-per-view. That's the next runner-up to face Roman. Absolutely.
It wouldn't surprise me if
Indeed.
that's a triple threat match.
You know what, Gary? I'm going to go ahead and say it. It doesn't matter what you think.
It wouldn't surprise.
Who do you think's winning?
Wait,
Just say it, bro.
I don't have an answer. I think it's an unclear answer. It wouldn't surprise me if Karrion Kross comes out
But who's winning?
double
That's
DQ.
all I wanna know.
It's a double DQ.
AKA, here's your winner and still
Right.
Universal Champion.
By default. Like it's not real. Like this pay-per-view is not real.
ooh,
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's
Oh.
an international pay-per-view. They never really count.
What are you talking about? In the Triple H era, they count.
When was the last Triple H?
I mean, I'm not gonna
international
lie.
pay-per-view?
First one.
Exactly. So
But
they don't.
It's going to count.
I'm
Just
not gonna lie.
SummerSlam counted.
this pay per view, like I'm excited for it.
Does
As
SummerSlam count?
Wow.
as much as it's an international event, which I agree with. I think most international
Don't worry,
events.
Smack is about to drop the fucking Shield thing
How did he know? Go ahead, then.
because it's so fucking predictable.
Who's Moxley out of the three of us?
Who's the second best person? in
I don't know.
No, Punk, your boy said third best.
True,
So
he
you
did
should
say
ride
that.
with that because that's your boy. He's my boy too, but he's more of your boy for sure.
I mean, yeah, but that's just to like push him down a little bit further.
That's true. He doesn't really believe that.
No, he knows that Moxley's the second best
But
guy in the
I
group.
think this is enough of a.
He's the third best guy in the fucking BCC though.
This
Yes,
card
he
is
is.
good enough for me to say, hey, look, like this deserves to be.
Wheeler's number 2.
You know, kind of get that pay per view special feel to it. I think they've done a good. They got me. They got me looking forward to it. There's times where I've tuned out Extreme Rules plenty of times.
That's true.
You know,
we did say in the parking lot how this feels like almost like a WrestleMania kind of
look
weekend.
at this week.
Like I didn't
Look at this week alone for wrestling.
Right, and I think I said to you guys
Crazy.
like in the like if you would have told me that I was excited for this weekend 6 months ago, 6 weeks ago, I would have told you to go fuck yourself. Like, nah, I don't. I wouldn't.
I'm excited for All Out.
I mean, all out, yes, of course. But like I'm excited for the Cardiff show. I might even watch the NXT.
the what show?
The Castle.
Cardiff,
I might even watch the
I heard the
fucking
Carter
NXT
show.
one. The what show?
The Carter show.
That's
Oh,
after.
Wayne's doing a tour again?
Yeah.
Live from jail.
you guys are nerds.
No, I mean, yes, I'm excited about All Out, which I think we should probably touch on. I know,
yeah.
I don't know, we're probably
Yeah,
way
we're
over.
deep. It's all right. It's going to be the longest podcast, but I mean, we got some talent in this room right now.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
All out, because we all agree that
We
Roman's winning.
have more things to
Roman.
cover for fucking Clash.
Yeah.
It's fine. Who gives a fuck about the rest of them? I mean, we care about the rest of the matches, but like, we're not going to
I
predict.
do think
that-
that's where
hey, no,
we get
sure
Sasha and Naomi return.
The highlights really are going to
Yes.
be
That's going
Riddle,
to be the take-home
Rollins,
moment.
and- Which one?
Sasha's return.
You think it's going to happen in Cardiff?
They'll probably come out and like call out the fact that they had a cheap win.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
They'll come
maybe,
out with their original tag titles,
Yeah.
and then that Extreme Rules will have a ladder match.
Raquel and Aaliyah are not on the pay-per-view.
No, they're not. As of right now,
Right
they're
now,
not. Yeah.
again, there's only like 5 matches.
Friday, or by Friday,
Yeah.
we'll know if they're on it.
I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, tomorrow. Or today, if you're listening.
They'll have a rematch
I was
because of
gonna,
the pin
are
thing.
they going to have
You did this before, didn't you?
are they going to have
been
a
here
red eye?
before.
To fucking,
What?
are they going to have a red eye to Cardiff?
No.
They've
They probably already
already
recorded it. Yeah.
Oh, SmackDown's already pre-taped?
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
There was a
Okay.
I haven't read
Ooh.
it.
Oh, see, I missed that
Ooh,
point.
I
smack.
haven't read
That was like
anything.
35 minutes ago.
Smack.
Spoiler
I'm
alert.
coming back.
Smack.
So
I'm
mute
coming
this
back.
for like 2 seconds.
We're off.
Mute this for 10 seconds. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
I haven't read anything, but I'm assuming that the Usos coming back because they posted that today on Instagram all over. They said he's coming. All I read all day on fucking IG is that he's coming ASAP.
No, whose son is he?
See,
He's their little brother.
Little brother, yeah.
He's the
Yeah,
little
so-
brother.
He's the better of the.
So he's,
better than Jimmy
Yeah,
Jr.
he's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Rikishi's son. He's the
Yeah.
little brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That family's just. I just watched.
How fun would it be if he's coming with something totally unrelated? Like, I don't even fucking know. Like,
Nah, he's gonna be in the bloodline, Gary. There's no way he is.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be. I would agree though. Like that'd be great.
That'd be funny.
That'd be hilarious. He's just like, oh yeah,
El
yeah.
Generico.
Michael Cole called Sami Zayn El Generico.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's because it's Triple H's WWE, guys.
But maybe that's who he's talking about.
They tweeted wrestling. They
did,
tweeted wrestling.
You get hyped about the weirdest things now.
I know I do. That's what I do.
Fucking A.
That's how you enjoy life more.
So
It's a fair point.
speaking of that word, right? We heard we saw Drew's promo with
Mojo Rawley?
with KO. I'm ignoring him with KO,
Smart.
and then you saw Drew's promo with Roman.
Yeah.
Is it Roman's fault that promo sucked? Because I thought the promo with KO was great, and then the promo with Roman, I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. This is not.
Yeah, because you
entertaining.
have somebody who's a sports entertainer, and Roman's been really good at the sports entertainment thing. But you have two people who
I think KO just brings it out of everybody.
Oh yeah,
bro.
he brings it out of
Absolutely
everybody
brings
because
it out of everybody.
he's like very witty. He's one of those people who are very witty and very like. You just look at him and you're like, I gotta go off on this dude right now.
That's part of that though is the reason why I think Drew loses on Saturday too. I could care less for him as a champion.
Yeah, me too.
As much as I advocated for him to be
During the pandemic, yeah.
Yeah.
I could care less for him as a
Nah, I feel the same.
I agree
way
with you.
Talking about this.
Yeah.
I could really care less for him as a champion.
Not right now, you know.
Yeah.
But
I don't.
No, I mean,
give a
yeah,
shit
I'm good.
about
Yeah,
Drew McIntyre.
yeah, I'm good.
I don't
Yeah,
care
I'm kind
about
of
his
over.
sword.
Just bring back that
I hate
music.
the sword. I hate the damn sword.
Yep.
Get rid of the sword. I get it. You're Scottish and you're a warrior. Get rid of the sword. You're not gonna use it. You cut down the ropes. It's
Right.
corny. Go on. And to be fair, the sword hasn't been making that much of an appearance ever since I said I disliked it.
That's true.
wow.
Yeah.
He should be on the show more often. He makes some solid predictions. All out. All
out, baby.
There's nothing else.
AKA CM Punk's
Gosh.
career is all out.
Oh shit.
You mean when he wins?
He's not winning, bro.
Oh, he's
How long
fucking
does-
winning.
How long does the match go for? First of all.
Oh,
compared
it
to the
goes
last
for a
one.
distance.
Yeah.
Just to like prove the point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 35.
You think that was a work?
Oh, 1,000%.
Had to be.
I hope so.
I think it had to
so.
be.
We talked
I think-
about it last
I think
time we were on
Moxley
here. I
was
really hope he
pissed.
doesn't-
Well, yeah. Well,
Moxley was pissed that he like had the title of interim champ, so it gives him the chance to call himself a 2-time champ, and then a week later, 2 weeks later, he loses the title to Punk, who takes the title back. Makes everyone sort of happy.
All right.
because I mean, if that squash match, and I will call it a squash match,
It was.
happened in Chicago,
Absolutely was. Yeah.
the place would have rioted.
Oh,
Place
yeah.
would have
And
been
what
nuts.
was the quote that CM Punk was writing when he came back? The only thing more dangerous than CM Punk is CM Punk in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You got a point.
I don't see John Moxley
You
walking out of
might
there.
have made me change my mind about the outcome.
Can we talk about how fucking terrible it is that Moxley?
Morrissey?
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Ooh,
What is he doing?
destroying jobbers?
Yeah, I don't know what Stokely's doing. I was excited for Stokely putting like a faction together, but
Big
he has
Cass came back.
So
to me.
until it was Big Cass, I had a theory, but
yeah. But I mean, it's what? It's the Gun Club. It's Lee Moriarty, Ethan Page, and now Morrissey.
this is the battle.
no, this is this is
Whatever Stokely is kind of.
he's creating some kind
a
of faction.
Yeah, he got he keeps
So-
handing out his card on Dynamite and Rampage. He handed it to the Gun Club to Austin and Colton. He handed it to Ethan Page and Lee Moriarty first. Lee Moriarty was the first one they did it to.
Yeah.
And then Ethan Page, and then the Guns.
So
I
my
don't know what he's
theory,
doing. Yeah, go.
ready, is that it's tied to MJF. I think MJF comes back leading a faction against how Tony Khan is like always in favor of WWE guys. How he's always putting them at the top of the list. And fuck you for not like sticking to the originals of AEW.
This might be bias, but you're also an MJF fan, so you might agree. I think he's way too over for that.
Yeah, that's the point.
I think that he's going to.
He leads a rebellion of
So
AEW guys.
You think he'll bring it out during the main event?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get behind it at that point.
Because he probably interrupts that fucking match after, beats down both of them, says, why are two former WWE guys in the fucking main event?
Yeah, he's definitely.
Fuck you, Tony.
Yeah,
Like,
MJF is definitely. I agree with you. He's gonna have a hand in the main event.
Right.
Yeah.
absolutely. And I think it's
Yeah.
because he has this group. I mean, yeah, I guess W Morrissey, whatever.
That'd be Morrissey. Yeah.
I don't fucking care. Is part of the group now, but like, whatever.
He looks good. Like.
Yeah.
He looks like the best.
That delayed choke slam.
That was dope. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you. Oh shit.
Oh, all right.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I mean, all out stacked. We knew it was going to be stacked. We knew like it from the get. I mean, I am a little disappointed that we are not getting some matches that we wanted. Like I mean, I guess now that we're
Still
getting
Rampage.
now that we're getting, yeah, that's fair. Now that we're getting Moxley Punk, it's kind of like that was really what it was. Because that's what I was upset about. Because like I was saying, how like
saved it. Yeah.
you should have said it because like granted that squash match was interesting and we didn't know what to think of it, but like I was so mad because it's like you hyped this up for how long?
Mm-hmm.
Like the entire time since June, since Punk got hurt in June.
Long-term storytelling.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It's all about how Punk has come back from basically the dead and how the fans gave up on him. And
Is this his heel run?
you saw it. Think you saw it in a bit because it was John Moxley coming out and basically going on a heel rant because he was in Chicago, which is
Right.
what the AEW heel turns happen, right? It always happens in the hometown of the opposite guy.
Sure.
So he goes off on the opposite promo you would expect, and then it's the reverse. So I think at the end of the day, CM Punk walks out of there the champ.
Okay. Real quick, Moxie versus Punk. That's gonna hit.
Oh, yeah.
World Trios Championship. That's gonna hit. Not as hard as Kenny Omega and
Ospreay.
the Elite versus Ospreay and company.
That match was so fucking good.
So good.
Swerve in Our Glory
Ospreay is just the best in the
versus
world.
the Acclaimed is a sleeper. Casino ladder match with Claudio,
All those great guys.
Wheeler.
That's another. And then there's
Dante?
and
That's gonna be
Dante,
fire.
And then there's a mystery.
Who wins out of that?
Jungle
Oh
Boy.
wait, well, the mystery. Who's the mystery?
We don't know yet.
Oh, I know.
Jungle Boy versus
I have a bet.
versus Christian Cage. That's
a
gonna-
sleeper.
That's
That
gonna
could be a
miss.
sleeper.
Oh, and it's not Jungle Boy.
It's Jack Perry.
That's gonna miss.
Oh no, it's gonna be fun.
This is what Dennis was talking about. There's some holes in this pay-per-view. Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
I'm excited for that only because
really care.
I am an old TNA guy and I love the Machine Guns.
Yep.
So.
And any like Wardlow can't do wrong. FTR can't do wrong. It'll be great.
Yeah.
What happened to Hook? Real quick, what happened to Hook?
He's the FTR champ.
Yeah, but he's not on the card.
He's not on the
He
card.
doesn't need to be on every card. He's special.
But he hasn't been on the card in a while. He
Yeah.
Dude can
he
wrestle.
was on the last pay-per-view, I think, actually. I take that
Tony
back.
Storm versus Jamie Hayter versus Britt Baker versus
interim.
that's gonna be.
Can we
good.
talk about that bullshit, by the way? Thunder Rosa being injured when she's just scared.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Did you hear this bullshit?
I did.
Yeah. Thunder Rosa has pissed off so many people that she's afraid that she's going to get receipts now. And so she's hiding off.
No, I thought she's actually legit hurt. She said
No.
she like can't. Oh, really?
Yep. She's hiding. She
said that she can't walk and stuff.
Yeah,
and
no, it's all bullshit.
really.
Yep. It's because she broke Jamie Hayter's nose.
you have a source, or is this one of your things where
No,
you
it's like all over the place.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know she broke Jamie Hayter's nose.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So it's a whole thing about how Thunder Rosa is gave up the championship to cool things down right now.
Jade Cargill versus Athena.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be good.
Athena's
House of
winning that.
Black versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro. That's gonna be good.
How does Sting still do it?
Man,
I
I don't
have
know.
He
fucking
barely
idea.
does it, and that's his secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
He has one spot where he is like the focus, and that's what people remember, and then that's all that matters. He just sits on the sidelines after that, which is great. That's how they should do it. At
Sure.
65.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 65. Yeah.
65. Oh my God. Dude has to recover for like 3 weeks after a match.
Right. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then there's Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. I think
Yeah.
that would be a good one. I'm trying to think of the
Like,
card.
they have fallen on that like storyline.
They have a little bit, yeah, which is a
I
bummer.
fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Could have been so good.
I think Clash is gonna be better.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those situations where less might be more.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it might be one of those situations where less is
And
more.
bro, as much as we love AEW, not to interrupt you, my bad. We literally always complain about how long the pay-per-views are and
Yeah, we
how
do.
there's so many unnecessary matches sometimes.
Like the card they have right now, good amount. Keep it at that.
But how many cards have we seen before where we're
Yeah,
like good
you're right.
amount and
Yeah.
then
And then you come out with like a fucking 30-man battle royal for nothing.
We still do have Rampage, you're right. And I mean, I bet you we get at least 1 or 2 matches.
we're gonna get one more at least.
Let me
That's a
one.
fact.
I just need to pull up the card.
And then we have Eddie Kingston
I
versus
did. That
the
was
guy
whole
he
thing,
fought
but
last
The
you
year.
could
Rampage
put up
card.
Yeah, exactly.
We have Kingston going against the guy he went against last year at All Out. Can't remember his name. He's from New Japan.
oh,
Isho,
yeah.
Isho something.
the god of wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, are you taking another piss break?
Always, yeah.
Man, bro, I
mean,
thought you said we don't get piss breaks.
Okay.
He does.
This motherfucker walks out. I've been holding it for like at
Yeah,
least
me too.
20 minutes.
Me too.
Content, Jimmy.
I've gone through fucking 6 beers at this point.
Jesus.
I mean, I
all
feel
right,
like,
so the
I feel
Dark
like
Order.
how long have we been going on this? Is this at least an hour and a half right now?
That's a
something
long
like that,
ass
at
episode,
least.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Past my
So
bedtime.
QT Marshall versus
Yeah.
Ricky Starks, Sammy
that's right.
Guevara and Tay Mello versus I fucking hate that last name. Versus Ortiz and Ruby Soho.
Should I give my best
Merc-
Excalibur impression and pull the card up?
Yeah, do it.
No, that's fine. No,
There's only like three matches.
Okay.
Mark Henry sits down with Athena and Jade. The Acclaimed talk about Swerve in Our Glory, and then we get the
pre-match, the pre-show. It's like Swerve in Our Glory. It's like 3 or 4 matches.
Sure.
But I mean, I feel like AEW, they always put out good pay-per-views.
Yep.
No matter even if like we complain about them, because like years ago, I'm sure when you watch WrestleMania, like how before there was 2 nights, how it felt like it was a fucking all-day event.
'Cause it was.
Because
It was.
It was 8 hours.
It
Sucked.
started at like 6
Yeah.
and didn't end until like
the year I went.
11.
It started at 4:00
Right? Yeah.
and didn't end until midnight,
Yep.
8 hours. Yeah, I would.
and I left
lose my
before.
shit.
That's insane.
Mhm.
Which one did you go to?
The one where the
32?
women's triple threat was the main event.
32. Yeah.
Sure.
San
Kurt
Fran?
Angle's last match.
Oh, yeah, against Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Wow.
Yep. I should have sold those tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
should've.
mean, I just yawned because of that.
Yep.
Jesus.
Right, yeah.
Oh man.
Daniel Bryan
Corbin-
lost to Kofi Kingston. It was a fucking shitty night.
That was a good match though. I like that. That was a good.
Yes, but that was the best run of Daniel Bryan's career. His
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
give me that 1,000 times. I thought for sure when he came to AEW, that's what he would do
I mean, he'll get there.
eventually when he's done with BCC.
Yeah.
He's not a heel right now.
No.
He is probably the most over.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because AEW, they if you're like a good wrestler, you can do whatever the hell you want, and they're not gonna boo you.
No. Yeah, it's
It's like an Austin curse where like they'll try their might. They'll try to say fuck you and F the fans, but they'll love the shit out of
his first
you.
like 4 weeks. He came out and started calling the fans like fickle again.
Right, he did. I remember that.
Yeah, and then after that, like he still got the fucking cheers, and it was great.
Yeah, Tony Khan's like, all right, I guess that's not
Selling
how it's
T-shirts. That's all that mattered.
Yeah.
This kid just took a massive.
You do that in the bathroom. You just play that
Massive
song?
dump. Took a massive dump, and that's why he's saying acknowledge me.
Enter the room.
What happens to Roman after the bloodline? Is that when he retires because he doesn't have like?
I think honestly, after the bloodline, I think he steps away for a little bit.
A lot of it.
Yeah. I mean, if he's not
Without the
already
bloodline, he's
working,
nothing.
yeah. I mean, think about it. They're gonna do a whole 2 year.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
you don't give a fuck, but our fans do.
Fuck them.
They're gonna do a whole
still
2 year celebration, and it's like, all right, so how much longer are we gonna celebrate him being champion? Eventually, he's gonna have to walk away. He's gonna have to He's gonna have to do what The Rock did. He's just too big. People want him in movies. People want to see him in
They
other
want him in
things. Yeah,
movies for sure,
he's
yeah.
just he's becoming too big of a star.
I don't know. But at least The Rock had like, I don't know. I don't want to say charisma, but he had like that like.
Roman does too. I think Roman does too.
It's a different kind of charisma,
but
though.
as this type of character, and this type of character, can
You
be
gotta lock
used,
in on what you're good at.
Exactly. I mean, The Rock, right? Well, even then, to be fair, The Rock had a lot of charisma, but the first time we saw him in a movie was Scorpion King. He had no lines.
And not even that. That's in movies. As a wrestler, when he first came out, goofy as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he said it. He did a drop kick once because of his father, and he was like, it sucked, and he said, I never did it again. He was not, and he had. It's funny we're talking about The Rock. He tried to be more of like a I don't want to say a hybrid type of package, but he tried to do more athletic stuff than what he was already doing, right? Drop kicks, jumping off the top rope, stuff like that. Found out real quick it wasn't for him.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I don't see much of a future for the Roman in Hollywood. Like he doesn't have that.
Yeah. I mean that's going to be on him. He's going to have to find out whether or not it works, but it's just
There's
at
a very
this point.
big difference between The Rock and Roman Reigns. And
Well, I think what's funny though. I think at the time when we were looking at The Rock going off to Hollywood, we didn't know what The Rock would eventually turn out to be. So I'm pretty sure those people then too told him the same thing. Like, "Hey man, good luck. Like, we can't really see this working out." And now look at where he is. So it's easy to say right now, like, but also too.
But you could see it in the ring with Roman with The Rock, where he like when he had a mic, you listened.
Absolutely.
And Roman, like, he might have one line.
He could be a damn good bad guy in a bunch of movies. I can tell you that right now. But what was he like in that Hobbs and Shaw movie? He was kind of quiet, right? I don't think he even said anything in that movie.
Yeah, I don't think he had any much words.
No.
So
it's like Batista, I guess, is the best comparison. We shouldn't be comparing him to The Rock. Let's compare him to Batista. Whereas,
as best case scenario?
Just overall.
I low-key have enjoyed Batista in movies a lot.
Right.
I'm not going to lie.
You have to make sure you're in the right roles.
I think Batista's a better actor than The Rock.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I wouldn't. I mean,
yeah.
The Rock is a superstar, worldwide superstar.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about like good movies and legitimate acting? I mean, have you seen Batista in C yet?
In what?
In C?
I haven't seen
Like
him
the
in
letter?
that yet.
Oh no,
No, the
C,
Apple-
C,
Apple
yeah,
show
the Apple
with
show
Jason
with
Momoa.
yo, bro, yeah, get on that, man.
I
And
am going to listen to that recommendation.
Batista in Dune, I was like,
Dune.
he was a
Yeah, Dune was
badass
good.
in
Yeah,
Dune,
he was.
bro.
He
He was
was.
an absolute
He's a better actor
badass.
than The Rock. That's a good
He's
take.
he's a
They just came
yeah.
through with that take on the first episode.
He took less shitty movies than The Rock. Well, all right. Never mind.
no, well,
I'm reeling back.
no,
I'm reeling back. I know.
I think
when I'm wrong.
The Rock can star in more shitty movies and sell more shitty movies.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Yeah,
Scorpion
yeah.
King and all these other movies, they went crazy.
I did not mind the Scorpion King. I'm just saying.
For when it came out, no.
When it came out, yeah, exactly.
If I watch it now, I'm probably
Right, the
gonna.
CGI and it was fine.
Yeah, I'll
It's a
throw
product of
my
of
TV out
Yeah.
the window
early
if I watch it now. Yeah.
Right.
It's a product of early 2000s.
Yeah.
For sure.
I also like Blade
What's the last
Trinity,
one?
so I don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a damn good. Think about that though. We're going into September, and we're saying it's a damn good weekend for wrestling.
Absolutely.
Session.
When has that happened in such a long time for the month of September?
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
I mean,
long
Just
minute.
in
you're
wrestling in general.
Yeah.
Like,
it's dominating it right now. I mean, that's. I was telling my girl this. I'm like, yo, I'm having a hard time watching anything right now other than wrestling. I'm just like the storyline. And I'm just talking WWE. I don't even get to AEW. And the storylines and everything else has just been like, yo, this shit's.
I tell people all
catching
the
you.
time, if you want to be wowed by great wrestling and just stiff, like just simple shit like forearms.
if you want to watch 5-star matches, watch AEW.
Watch
If you
AEW,
want
yes.
like
Right.
engrossing,
If you watch,
terrible drama, like storylines, WWE is where you want.
but you admitted earlier that their storylines have been better.
They have been. I'm saying that in like a good sense. Like that's
And
what
even
you want
their
from wrestling.
But you could, now's the time to enjoy both. I'm gonna assume that even though I think Clash is the better pay per view, it's not to say All Out is gonna be trash.
No, I
You're
think
gonna-
All Out's. I still think All Out's.
All Out's gonna be fire.
It's something to check out
Yeah.
on Sunday for sure.
All of this whole weekend is fire, and that just goes to show you that even beyond, I think beyond All Out, AEW is gonna get even better.
Yeah, I mean, competition only really benefits us. Like I said the last time, like it only.
Like control your narrative should have been so good.
Oh God,
I
no,
can't.
it
I
shouldn't.
almost like
That-
threw up.
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
said
that's
that.
bad. No, I mean the only people that win out of all this is us.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
Because like I was thinking about this. Like, remember back in the day when we like I'm stealing this a little bit, but like remember back in the day when how we always had to defend wrestling to other people back. You know, this is
Yep.
when you know. I just hate the fact that with the whole AEW WWE thing, like how we're fighting with each other. Like, let's just take this weekend. Mom and dad, yes, they separated and we're a little bit upset about it, but they're still giving us all the attention, all the stuff that we need. Let's just fucking enjoy it.
Kind of like my daughter. My daughter, we're gonna wrap the show up on.
Yeah, Jesus, bro.
So I didn't mean
It's a wrestling
to make
podcast.
it think of that way.
All right, so
You gotta cut up.
what is going to be the better show?
Matt Riddle
When we
promo
come back
and,
next
and
week.
Seth Rollins promo over
When
here.
we come back next week, what is going to be the better show?
You know, right now, for me, it's kind of like easy to say Clash, but since obviously I'm on here the podcast with you guys, I might watch All Out. Would I be shocked if All Out it ends up being better than Clash? No. As much as I'm not a fan of that card compared to you guys absolutely are. Would I be shocked if it ends up being better? No, absolutely not. Nope. Because part of me knows what I'm expecting to. I have a feeling that everything's gonna be exactly.
What's
what
your
I think
final
it's gonna
answer?
be at
Because you're kind of
Clash.
like sitting on that fence right now.
Well, he said it earlier. Less is more. Less
Yeah,
is more.
I was just gonna kind of piggyback.
What
on
was his
that.
answer?
He said that Clash was gonna be.
Thank you.
Clash,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just wanted to make
Right
sure.
now,
Make it
I do think Clash is because there's less to it. There, this really 5 matches we're all gonna watch it for. However, I didn't want to touch on this earlier. I wouldn't be shocked if he had two more matches.
So what?
To Clash?
To Clash.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
maybe.
shocked.
Depending on what depending if they add anything from now until then, I'm gonna say and I agree with you with the whole less is more, but I think overall it will be All Out.
Yeah.
But I agree but I feel like I will have some fatigue with All Out because
Sure.
of how long it is.
So what do you think is gonna be better?
All Out,
All Out.
but I may enjoy.
The room is split.
I may enjoy the Carter show a little bit more because, like you said, less is more. It's a short. It's just a quick little thing. Where All Out is like, I have to be settled in. I have to be in this. This is going to be a 6-hour event. I gotta prep. So
Good.
So what do you think, Jimmy?
On
Clash. I said
Clash, yeah,
right?
Clash, yeah, that's right,
My
yep.
tribal
Yep.
chief, the thug, Seth freaking Rollins.
That right
Come
now.
and find me, bitch.
I mean that
Yeah.
that
Yo,
right
what
now.
the fuck?
That's
Fighting in
already
the
match of the
pay-per-view before-
weekend.
or the
Right
parking
now,
lot.
that might
Rollins-
yeah. That's,
What is match of the weekend? Let's go
yeah,
around
that's
the room.
there you go. That's even better. Yeah, what's match of the weekend
Let me
right
process.
My
Hold on.
My
Let me
favorite
process.
wrestler in the world is on All Out, right? But a match takes two. Kenny Omega is on the other side. I'm still gonna say Rollins versus Riddle is the match of the weekend. Gary?
You guys go. I have to process. Hold on.
Oh, for me, it's Rollins Riddles. Yeah, Riddle. Excuse me.
Matt
Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle
I
versus
might
Seth
get
Rollins.
slack for this, and it might punch me. I might, come back and kick me in
If
the
it's
butt.
Gary, I won't let him. But go ahead.
I appreciate you. I think it's going to be Brian and Jericho.
Yeah, dark horse for match.
Yo,
of
if
the
you
week.
win that underdog,
Yeah.
you came up, buddy.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how much.
Actually, I don't know. Wait,
But-
no. How is
think-
that even a dark horse? I mean, that should be in
It
the
should be
top
a very-
three.
it
Yeah,
should-
it should be in
exactly,
your
it
top
should
three
be.
for match
It
of the
should be,
weekend.
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up,
I mean,
Gary?
It's hard to disagree with Smack there.
Yes.
Wow.
Save that clip. Save that. I'm going to frame that in my house if I could.
So, I mean, yeah, I think that will be. I think moment of the weekend will probably be like Sasha's return, but I think that's the only thing that anyone's going to really remember from Clash.
Well,
is
if
Sasha's return.
can MJF moment if it happens
Top
at
that.
All Out top out
True.
Sasha?
100%,
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
we're talking about two rumored things that could happen, that's 100% gonna beat out Sasha. I'm sorry, I'm not
Sorry.
sexist.
Yeah.
It's just the truth.
no, I think how they handled, and they were right to handle the way that they handled the tag. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. How
Yeah,
they handled
yeah.
it was just like,
Not great.
I was like, bye. Okay, cool. Adios.
I mean, technically,
Yeah.
they've done that with everyone that kind of left that way. They did it with Austin. They did it with Brock. So, yeah.
That's a fact.
I just if Sasha comes back, it's like, man, okay, cool, you're back, great. Now you guys are gonna go after Rock. Raquel's kind of fun to watch though.
Raquel?
Yeah, Raquel, she's kind of
She
fun
is.
to watch. It's just, there's a little.
No, not even kind of.
She kind of she does a little bit. I mean, I
I just saw botch after botch during that fucking
well,
match.
yes,
Yeah,
but like when
yeah,
she
yeah.
when she
Like,
was
why is this in the main event?
when she was running when she was NXT Women's Champion, she was great. She had
Sure.
really good matches.
We will see what happens.
We'll
But
see what happens. Yeah.
For now, we're gonna drop all of our little social things. Right? Is that what we usually do?
We can
We
add
should,
that.
because you guys got your little
Yeah.
wrestling things, because you don't want them to follow your personal ones.
No, that was just
I have a bunch.
that was just
Doesn't
me
matter.
that's asking that one, but that's fine.
Huh?
What?
So Smack has an account you should follow.
All right.
Yes.
In the words of
Let me-
Seth
let me pull
Rollins,
it up.
come and find me, bitch. Go ahead.
Yo, you can find me on Gary the Saint.
Say, come and find me, bitch.
Come and find me, bitch.
All right. Go ahead.
You can come and find me at the_m.a.c_15. I may change that because that's a mouthful.
You're gonna
but
have
come
to.
and fucking find me, bitch.
You're gonna be on here often, so no,
Oh.
you don't want to be found. He's very low key. Oh, he's done. He is done.
Don't find him on social.
He's done.
He's the yeah,
And
he's
why
not
made
gonna-
Jimmy? Legit. He come and find me, bitch. What a fucking thug. What a
Yeah.
thug.
You could have closed on
Later,
that.
Gators.